Inferno unlock Showmatch. I am Peter, and I am proud to say that there's an actual new update in here. It happened. Valve actually did it. They released an released an update. There's new unlocks, and tonight we're gonna test them out for you. And I'm joined by a lot of people in the Mumble right now. So let's go through them. Of course, we have Gemm on the camera and doing all sorts of production. A big up to him, and we will also have Beethoofed hopefully fire off some raffles in chat for you guys to earn some items, probably through Scrap TF. And also, we can do all this thanks to whitelist.tf, which I also used to make a whitelist for this event, which has like 2 banned items. So that's cool. But no more talk from me, no more shilling. Please give a warm applause for our 2 casters for tonight, which will be Hiipfire and zeFrosty.
Hey.
Hello. It's me.
And it's also me, the other guy.
The other guy. Yeah, that's just what we're going to call you from now on. And also in the Mumble right now is News and Buttnose, which will be the 2 captains for tonight. So, News, why don't you take us through what the players will be?
So, we wanted to get a good mix of high-quality gamers for this. You know, people that are capable of performing in a variety of circumstances. So, obviously, me and Buttnose will be the 2 captains. We've also got Crayon and Menti. They'll be playing Medic. And then, I'm not sure what the rest of the roles would look like for the rest of the guys, but it will be Alba, Dr. Phil, Mr. Epic, Funds, Ixie, Cadis, Pappy, and Silentis.
Yeah, so that's a nice mixture of people right there that can definitely play all the classes at a very high level. So, Buttnose, I don't know how much you've been playing this patch, but what are your expectations for this match?
A big old mess. I think we'll probably see everyone at least trying Pyro once on a variety of classes. Maybe Silentes going big, and a bit heavy too. Banana, can't go wrong.
Yeah, what about you, News?
I think we might see a lot of Pyro Scout duels going on. I think the Pocket Pistol might be, you know, it might make the roaming Scout a bit more fun. And I think we're going to see a lot of the Dragon Fury from the Pyro. And I don't really know how it's the other 2 secondary unlocks, how the Gas Passer and the Thermal Thruster. I don't know what those are going to play out like, but I think it'll be really interesting to watch.
Yeah, I'm also pretty interested in the Stomper boots for the soldier. That gives you more mobility in there. That could be like super good. But yeah, we'll all find out. I'm gonna leave you guys alone, and you can jump in and start making the teams. So just good luck to both of you, and may the fire be with you.
Thank you.
All right. So now that we have kicked those 2 guys out of the channel, Hiipfire and zeFrosty, how much have you guys been able to play so far when you got in the server?
Well, so far, I've been able to connect to the casual servers, maybe like 2 of the attempts that I've had so far. I did stay on the server for about 2 or 3 hours to make up for it, but yeah, I think I've unlocked all the pyro weapons except the glove at this point. I've been having a ton of fun, to be honest. Just like, I mean, I had quite fun, you know, playing WM1 pyro to like get the first thing, but you know, using like the new weapons and stuff like that, it's always interesting. I've not really had too much with the gas because it's not really like amazing in pubs, because you know you kind of just go around and 1v1 things and try and get as many kills as you can rather than play with your team. But I think in like a sort of team environment, like now you could probably use it to like throw it at choke points. I saw Silentes was using it to lock off lasts, and I don't know, I think it's quite interesting that it just sort of creates this area of effect that sort of makes people burn. So it'll be interesting to see how all the unlocks are different to how they're used in pubs. How about you, Hiipfire?
Yeah, I've basically played the same amount as you have. Just played about like 2 1-hour sessions ish. Unlocked all the pyro unlocks, and yeah, I'm kind of interested by the weapons as well. By the pyro Girardi, as I've been calling it. The jetpack's movement seemed a bit limited, so I'm not really sure about if that will be used too much. But yeah, the new primary is very interesting, and I don't know, it definitely feels like it's a bit of an upgrade from the regular flamethrower, at least maybe in a 6's sense, since it with the extra range and the crits when someone is on fire. So kind of interested. I think it was Buttnose who pointed out the banana, the smaller sandwich for heavy, which is kind of interesting, which I guess could maybe make heavy a little bit more like useful outside
really?
of
How?
last, but
Mhm.
I don't really know exactly how much that's going to be used. It kind of just depends on if the healing is, I guess, significant enough to, you know,
Oh, I thought,
sacrifice the movement.
yeah, I thought the banana was going to be a complete trash, but yeah, they're going to actually do a pyro fight to determine first pick between News and Botnose here.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah, it might look like they're readying up or something, but yeah, don't panic, Gem, or anything. But yeah, if we're going to have a bona fide pyro fight to figure out who the top dog is.
At least we're going to start it off in style.
Yeah, like I thought the banana was going to be like complete trash because it only gives a small med kit, and a small med kit is 40 or like 20%, right? And
I don't.
a sandwich is 50%. So even though you get it twice as fast, you're not going to get the same percentage out of it. And also, like getting burst heal is a lot more important in 6v6 settings. So like that's also why the new flamethrower is probably better because it does burst damage.
Yeah.
You do a lot of damage all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think that's one thing to notice is like, I guess, even though you can get the faster regen, you can always just, if you have full health on heavy.
Oh, I think
guess
they're
it-
going.
Oh, shit, I'll say my point. Yeah, God, I don't even know what to say. They're just absolute chaos at the moment. Two people have left the team. Everyone's going into spec right now.
I think they're going to Spectre when they die.
Yeah.
And Red is just crushing
Okay, yeah,
it.
News-
Oh my god. Did
I'm
they
pretty
even
sure
die?
News doesn't get
They lost
first
one
pick at
guy.
all, no.
Oh, it's terrible. So Botno's gonna have first pick. That's that was very, very crushing. Hopefully it's not gonna be that one-sided once the game gets going, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So is there any other unlocks that you guys have had your eyes on? We heard a few from News and Botnos, but what are your
do you
guys'
think?
thoughts?
I guess the pocket pistol is probably the one that I've been hearing the most ranting and raving about, just because you can get like your health back and stuff. So it kind of means you can be a bit more independent on scout, even though we're used to having these like pocket scouts, like the sort of halfy style of constantly tanking heals and stuff like that. But as you, I guess if you're left alone on the flanks and stuff like that, if you're able to just sort of spam pistols from afar and regain some health back, you can sort of let your roamer take more health packs and then be more independent and stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting to see how that'll be used. It might be a complete flop, but it's an interesting concept to say the least.
Yeah, Silentis was picked first, and we already heard that he's probably going to be Perma-Pyro.
Mm-hmm.
Then Ixie was picked by News, and then Botnose picked Funds as his second pick. And so far, there's literally only Pyros on these teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Mr. Epic, also known as Moon, is going to be the third pick coming out from News. Okay, so who do you pick here? Do you pick the gimmick masters, or do you pick some solid scouts to just kill the Pyros?
Sounds really boring to just pick the overall good players. Just pick the ones that are gonna off-class the most, that are gonna pound the most on Pyro. Doing anything else sounds a bit counterproductive to me.
You gotta think of the brain though. I mean, if people are just good at DMing on their respective classes, you might wanna pick someone else knows the pub ways. Do we have any idea who the big pubbers of this DMix are? Any ideas?
Let's say what?
The big pubbers, like people that have been playing the pubs all day. Like, I'm sure.
I
saw
think
Syl
Alba.
playing
I
for
think
like 4 hours.
I think Alba has played a decent amount. I think
As you
he's
say his name,
yeah.
he does get picked on blue.
Ooh.
Ooh, so they agree.
The big news agrees with me. I knew it. The birthday boy, Menti, apparently, has been picked on the other team. He's going to be playing Medic, I'm under the impression of, so...
Hey, what's happened here? There's 5 players on blue, but 4 on red, even though Butnose won. I'm very confused right
Cadence
now.
can apparently no longer join the server, so we're gonna have to get a new one.
Hmm.
Like he was definitely on the server at some point,
Yeah.
but I guess Steam just did a Borky Bork, and you can no longer join it. So we're gonna see if we can get another server.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then. First his wrist and now the server. Just filled with complaints.
Well, I mean, the update broke his wrist.
So is that the teams picked
I think so.
completely?
Dr.
So-
Phil is the fat kid.
Oh no, we're not. We're not very
I feel
faithful
bad.
in Dr. Phil.
I feel very
man.
bad for Dr. Phil.
They
He has the
underestimate his
brains.
power.
He has the brains, but Crayon apparently has, or at least News thinks he has the bigger brain.
Right.
So, yeah.
Do you want to take us through the blue team?
Sure, I'll go through to the blue team. So we have the captain, News, obviously. We have Alba, Ixie, Mon, and Pappy, and then we have Crayon on Medic. And I feel that I'm trying to think who the Pyro would be on this team, and I think it will probably be Alba, just because I know that he's been playing today a lot, so he'd probably be playing it. But I mean, when I think about like someone who's gonna meme off class, I feel like Pappy or Mon would be like the more prevalent, but I'm not really sure.
Fair enough. On the red team, we have Dr. Phil, we have Funds, we have Silentes, we have Buttnose, we have Menti, we have Cadus as well. So, I mean, just off those players, I mean, we know Sil. I'm pretty sure his what do you call it? His stream title is 24 Hours of Pyro. So I'd be surprised if he even budges from the class, let alone if anyone else wants to play it. But yeah, I assume Dr. Phil will probably. I don't know, he's a pretty diverse player. He can play. He's played Soldier, Medic, and Demo in Prem now, I think. So I think he's pretty. I'm surprised he got Fat Kidded, to be honest. He's a fairly diverse player, someone you'd really want to have on your mix team. Well, maybe he's the diamond in the rough. Everyone underestimates him in these situations. I guess
Definitely.
after that, Menti, I think he's a pretty underestimated player as well. I mean, even though he's just first season in Prem and he's a medic main, I honestly think that he's probably one of the best soldiers on his team. So, I mean, he's a very good player in my opinion. So, yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see who wins this one. The memes versus the brawn.
Yeah, we do have a new server, so the connect info is in Mumble.
Nice.
All right, let me just copy paste that real quick.
Wait, is this the?
Wait, is this the Connect or is this the STV?
Yeah, it looks like the connect, but
Yeah.
It should be the FTV.
Okay.
let's hope it's. I want it. I'd like it to be the in-game connect. You know, you could turn on all chat and hear the live comms.
Just
Okay,
just
that's not
trash
how that
talk
works.
in spec chat. That's how you do it. You just cast in plain text so that everybody on the STV just has to read you. Just do some speed typing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, sure. Do you want to go through the patch notes and see if there's anything we missed in there? I'm pretty sure most of it's just like pyro updates and then a few balance changes. Like I'm pretty sure the only thing that got changed for demo was the Cladamore sword, and they just changed it back to the way it was before.
No, you're forgetting the most important demo change. The bottle
What's that?
breaks again.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Don't forget. That was the most important part of the update is the bottle breaking.
We can forgive all the servers being down for a whole day if we just get our breaking bottle back. And they also did it for the Scottish Handshake as well, so
Oh yeah.
it's a joyous day. A joyous day. But yeah, up at the top there we see just like a few maps that have been added. I've not really had the chance to play a lot of them, but from what I remember, I think it was Banana Bay. I like that one. It's kind of like a high tower of the new maps where
Oh yeah,
it's pretty much impossible to finish the cap off, but it was quite a fun map, and there's lots of water, so having 8 pyros on the enemy team wasn't quite as frustrating as it normally was.
That's probably the most unique map of all of them, definitely. Because it's like, there's like a bunch. It's like I'm not sure what the word for it is, but there's like all relatively small kind of, not choke points, but I don't know. It's a relatively small map for payload race because everything seems to kind of like loop around the map, so it's a bit like Hightower in that sense, but. Oh, there's the water. It's pretty cool. Yeah. But there's also like the 2 Koth maps.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Lazarus and Brazil. I'm not really sure exactly how much, like from a map design standpoint, I like them, but I think they look really nice. I think
Yeah.
all the maps look really nice when it comes to the theme of the update like being met, and look really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they all stuck to the theme pretty well anyway. Like when you're looking through them all, you can see that they definitely paid quite a lot of attention to the detail with the whole jungle update and making sure everything looked nice. But yeah, I have to say I'm impressed with the update so far. You know, I'm sure once all the early morning bugs and stuff like that get solved and all the teething issues tend to happen with these updates.
Like you almost have to
eliminate.
Like you almost have to ignore the server issues, right? Because that's literally what happens every single time. And then once that's fixed, that's not really a big issue. So that's a very short-sighted thing to look at. All the other things, but yeah, like things you could pay attention to would be something like the new panic attack, for instance. Like that could actually be really good, right? Like that's something that could have pretty lasting effects. So no, that's definitely worth keeping an eye out for. Like what
Isn't
are
it like a more fast shooting shotgun? Isn't that what it does? But like,
it's like you
so you
charge
can do
it.
more damage close range, but it's not got quite as good range or something like that. I'm not really too sure.
I think it's the shotgun where you like charge it and it shoots a bunch of bullets, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the reserve shooter, but not the reserve shooter.
Yeah,
sorry,
reserve shooter is the quick switch mini crit shotgun.
Yeah, the panic attack is the one that we used to. You had to switch to it, and then you'd have to reload it, and then you could fire all at once, or like in quick succession. But now, it just shoots instantly. Like you switch really fast and you shoot instantly, and the first shot does a lot of damage. And then after that, the spread gets wider and wider, so it gets shittier and shittier. Mm-hmm. But like having a really quick, high damaging first shot, that could be very powerful. Mm-hmm. All right. But hopefully we'll get to see it here.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that I'm going to be quite surprised is if these people have been playing on servers with whitelists and they probably haven't seen half these weapons in like a couple of months. So I think the biggest challenge will be them getting out of their comfort zone and trying different things and actually remembering that the other weapons exist, let alone if they actually have them crafted or in their backpack.
Yeah.
So hopefully they do. Hopefully we'll get to see a nice variety.
They probably dropped in, a scrim or something, and then they just never used it after that. But
you never know. You watch these streams sometimes, and they just delete the weapons straight off the bat without even a single thought. So you never know. Maybe someone's going to walk out of spawn thinking they have the Dragon's Fury, and they're just a regular WM1 pyro.
I know that there was a bit of a small bug with the contracts, so it might just get owned by the contract weapon magically disappearing in their in their inventory.
Yeah, I like that nice feature of having the weapon and then dying and then not having the weapon. So yeah, either way, I think we're about to start soon. So what are your predictions for this map, Hiipfire? You thinking what's the score?
My predictions.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Alba and Pyro, and it makes me feel that the blue team's gonna win. I think it's gonna be high scoring since this is a double mix after all. I think it'll be like 7-2 for blue team. That's my prediction. What's your prediction?
Well, I think the all-star players are all over in red. We've got Prem Permamerk Buttnose. He's no stranger to setting up a team on the day. So I'm going to go for a bold prediction. I'm going to say 8-3 to the red team.
Ooh. I like the 8-3. I like the 11 points. That's a good prediction.
Yeah, we're going live. I'm just going to leave you guys, and I'm going to go see if I can fix some raffles. But have a good time.
Thank you. Enjoy the raffles.
Yeah.
Can you rig it so that I win?
Yes, totally.
Fascinating. The caster wins.
Excellent. But anyway, going on to this first mid, we do see News on his main. He's playing that Demoman right now, spamming sickies from that big door area. You're right, it is Solentes and Alba on the Pyro class. So far, we do see Alba inside Little Elbow. I don't even know. But yeah, the blue team look like they're completely dominating this mid. Mente has died. Cadis and Solentes are just getting out there. Oh, actually, no, Solentes is on mid. Yeah, very effective Pyro play. So I think it was just him and Buttnose that survived that. But now we see Crayon 80% advantage. He's going to be trying to take that with his team. News already through that choke, ready to take that second point.
Well, Alba's going to be leading the fight. He's actually on that shotgun with the Dragon's Fury, not opting to go for the jetpack as Solentes has been using. So You're just gonna get this point. Seems that it's not gonna be too hotly contested, except Mr. Epic gets a Beggar's Bazooka frag up top on Budnose, showing off his own little unlock skills, even though he's not on the Pyro. So, showing up there, but the Uber advantage. It's coming through River right now. Is it gonna be a solo Uber? Oh, they're going water.
I think they're grossly overestimating the Pyro. Oh my god!
Oh, but
Alba's getting on
Cadis!
to Cadis. Cadis is so low. Oh, he sort of just about survives it, but now they've got 3 people behind the point using that Uber. Menti on 76% is going to get it in a second, but oh my god, this combo is actually doing work. Budnose, Silentis, and Menti have all died. They've just created a massive distraction. Oh my god, Mr. Epic. Nasty Beggar's Bazooka air shot just coming in with a cleanup, and first round going the way of blue.
Yeah, I saw that the red team actually tried to pull out a second Pyro, try to hold it a little bit better, but I don't think it worked out too hot. They were both on the ground and just got immediately spammed. They don't have the air blast skills that they need, so first round for the blue team. So my prediction is looking good for now. But,
Nah, it's just it'll go 3-0 and then the 8 rounds will come in for the red team. I can feel it. I can feel it.
That would be a beautiful narrative.
We just see actually, the flank coming through. Silentis and Dr. Phil coming up nicely, and then Silentis getting the kill onto Ixie. The blue team just did not expect that split mid. Just completely taking them by surprise. Crayon going down so low. Silentis putting in work. This Dragon's Fury is showing its worth right now. Mr. Epic does pick up the frag onto him eventually there, but not after the deed was done, and only 1 frag going the way of blue team, that mid. How do you like them?
That was very interesting. Alba trapped the combo, or at least the demo and medic, for the entire mid and elbow, but his team, his team just did not show up, didn't get any frags, so... Yeah, I don't know, it's just they're throwing right now. They don't want me to be right, I guess.
Yeah, but we do see Mr. Epic getting very aggressive in this river area. I mean, he's I've seen him use Beggar's Bazooka in pugs before, but we do see the Uber come through that shutter from the red team, pushing them back into spawn, and it's just Pappy out of spawn at the moment. Everyone else is just in a horrible position. Nu's getting completely decimated under the point here, only on 8 HP. Somehow he's staying alive against Buns, and he gets what the hell? Oh my god, Buns on scout as well, can't even kill an 8 HP down man, but yeah. This is looking really bad either way. Still, not enough news getting that pain train kill, and red team are going to win the battle up top, which I completely missed because I was watching them trying to melee each other.
That was the longest last hold in the world. That fight just went for so long without getting like a single frag. Like it was 20 seconds, and Ixie tried to play heavy on top left and get some frags, but he couldn't really get anything done, and then the rest of the team crumbled, but yeah, we got the next mid now. I want to see some flanks, but no real flanks this time. Alba gonna come out of that choke though.
Dr. Phil's actually coming up drop down, gets some nice rockets, takes down Mr. Epic, but Alba going to be able to be the combo pyro. And it seems to have worked. Crayon has survived this with just 23 HP, but unfortunately for him, his entire team has crumbled around him, and yeah, there's going to be a slight and Alba dies eventually. Fun's not gonna be his shots on the pyro, but so he's making up for his mishaps from the last round. But yeah, Crayon doing a good job to stay alive there and make sure that he's keeping his team in the game here. But it looks like this red team is going to try and take this Uber in through river, and they might try and go fast while they still have a slight Uber ad, or they think they have Uber ad.
Well, I mean, even regardless, this is a double mix. There's definitely a good opportunity to just isolate a person or two and get those frags.
The Silentis is in!
The Silentis sack doesn't really work out.
Yeah, so the fables of Pyro jetpacking into the medic, not quite there, but Crayon is forced off in this lobby area, and the Ubers are going to be traded. We're going to see... Oh, Funds actually does die in that, so nice pick from Mr. Epic, and that might be something they can push off of. 2 down on the side of the red team. Dr. Phil as well now. And this is not looking good for them. They're all pushing at this upper area, and nobody's on the threat for the back cap, so this is a nice, clean, easy take for the blue team here.
Yep, actually Alba and Silentis both with heals trying to battle each other and choke. Neither will actually end up winning. Alba awkwardly in drop down. Gonna get cleaned up by Funds there. Ixie on the flank though. He's in elbow right now. Could potentially get a frag or two. He gets Cadis. He's trying to get on to, I guess that was Menti, but does not get that. But Pappy's going to pop that banner straight through choke. He's going to come through. The demo goes down, though.
Funds is behind them.
Oh,
And he's getting-
Funds!
oh, nice picks onto Grail, and he takes down Pappy. Oh, he's mad. He's mad that he lost that one round, and he is back in this. He's not letting anyone take any prisoners here. Just completely realizes that there's a massive hole in the big door area, comes around and just hits everything. So really great play from Funds out there.
This is very unfortunate for the blue team with the full Uber disad. Alba sitting in lobby trying to delay a little bit, but won't really do too much. They need about 40 seconds of delaying to try and even this out. And the red team is in lobby. They're going to be moving in soon.
Yep, we're going to be seeing them come through the shutter door right now. Uber has been popped onto Funds, and the oh my god, Mr. Epic! He sees that Uber come off for just a split second, and the head of Funds, Jai Chapman, coming off of his head, but in the end, it's not going to really be doing too much. Crayon does die in that somehow, and Dr. Phil doing a nice rocket jump onto News, and nothing going to come out there for them, and they just play that point to fix, and then picking up the second round. That's three really quick rounds, only 8 minutes into the game.
Yep. And now the blue team gets 6 rounds and wins.
6 rounds? They
Yep.
can do it. I believe it.
6 rounds. 6 rounds, you know, I mean, they got the Alba Pyro. He's been struggling right now, but he's on the jetpack now. He's gonna go straight into the choke of the red team. There's no one there to be found. They're trying to walk up elbow. And
oh my god, Funds
News
is
and
just going
Nixie.
off on
Yep.
one. He used the Boston Basher to jump up, drop down, and just double meat shots News, and takes down Nixie as well. So he's basically just completely won that mid for them there off those 2 picks. So really great work from him, and we do see now the blue team. Pappy is actually up above this choke point. Oh, he does get spotted, and yeah, Menti knows better than to walk through that choke point. But here we do see a lot of fighting, and Alba is jetpacking in onto the medic, gets a nice shot onto Menti, another one, he's so close, and he gets a nice fucking pick from Alba there. Really good. I think he gets followed up by Pappy, but that was the distraction play out from Alba there, really turned that around for them, and now Crayon has this Uber in this upper area, and they're going to use it to block the point maybe, or they might not even have to.
It's going to be quite awkward because they lost a lot of players. Funds on the flank gets basically 2 frags there, and now everybody's kind of sacking in onto Crayon, and nobody really successful. So there was a bit of resistance, but well, the reinforcements didn't really help out too much. But now the blue team pushing in through. Crayon is now in choke with a popped Uber, and well, the red team's out, but nothing really that the blue team has done with that Uber.
Yeah, that was a bit of an unfortunate situation. Everyone dropped around him, and he was left to just Uber himself on such low HP. But I mean, it's not quite Uber up for the red team yet. If they want to try and take this in, they need to be quick. Only 75% for Menti right now, so it looks like that's what they're wanting to do. They send Pappy in, and the rest of his team are following up off of it. Ixie getting some good position, but News falling in that battle, not going to be coming out too well. Now that it's V down, they're just going to have to hightail out this choke. Not even going to be able to set up an attempt to force Menti anymore come through. So this is going to be full Uber charge for them on mid, and they're probably going to try and take it onto second as well, as Crayon only has 75%.
Yep, the fort spawns are coming in for the blue team, so they should be able to hold this. I hear a banner being popped by Dr. Phil is going to be leading the push through big door. They popped their Uber a little bit after, as Dr. Phil is 50 HP, but no Uber being really forced by Dr. Phil with that Uber. They get a way better pop.
Slenders is behind!
Oof. Nothing really done, though.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get
Good
that pick onto Pappy, but luckily he had that health pack there for him.
And the entire team's now wiped. This is very unfortunate. And Funds in the forward spawn. He's going to try to get the big pick onto Crayon. And there he goes. And Crayon even says, "Oh my god," in chat. That was a clutch shot from Funds. And now the entire red team is in forward spawn, because apparently there's a scout who is unwilling to cap mid. They're just trapping them all in. News gets 2 with the spawn trap, sticky trap. And the rest of the red team is just waiting for that point to be capped so they can back spawn. Well, that was a decent recovery I guess, from blue? Or a partial throw from the red team? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a few unfortunate situations for them there, but they've been clawing themselves back, and it is only 1-2, and they have 18 minutes left to go, so they're just going to be trying to take this game in hand, you know. Mente has got a slight Uber advantage at the moment, but Butnose actually might be going down. Yeah, Alba picks him off, but unfortunately Mr. Epic does die in the back lines there, and Alba, a little bit too committed, does get taken down in that Pyro 1v1. So, unfortunately for them, not going to be able to really hold on here. I mean, it looks like the red team trying to push out here. They're getting aggressive onto them in this big door area. And 2 of them go down, Nuza and Crayon. So that's the medic gone. No Uber even popped off by Mente, so I'm not really sure how they did that, but they just went super aggressive and now absolutely in the driving seat right now.
Yeah, they're gonna be coming through big door, and there's a bunch of blue players hiding right now. Pappy in the bush trying to put on his camouflage is gonna go down. And I think the rest are just some scouts. Actually, the Pyro and Crayon have all committed to holding this midpoint. They need to force that Uber. They do force it off on the middle point, thanks to Alba there. And Ixie on the flank is actually going to be coming in, trying to wreak havoc on the flank of the red team, but he's going to go down, and the rest of the blue team is now coming through choke, but they're kind of mulched here. Alba goes down, Mun is on the ground, and the rest of the players are way too weak to contest this point, and they're going to have to get out. Mon might catch Cadus here and choke. He's going to get the frag together with Pappy, but I think that's all they're going to get.
Yeah, and I thought we could maybe try and stay in a little bit, but Butnose did a good job of cleaning that frag up as well, so it kind of looks like they want to walk in for free. Like, the blue team have got absolutely no position on the second point whatsoever. Pappy is kind of setting himself up to take this Uber in, and Mente only on 60% getting juggled, and Pappy, oh no, he beefs his rockets! Not going to be able to do that. He gets that lovely juggle onto Mente, but not able to finish that off. But either way, 2 players have fed from the red team anyway, and Mente not quite got his Uber yet, so they're not going to be able to push the second point. But only 6 seconds on these spawns. You might want to just wait for them to come up and try and take that Pyro Uber maybe through the
the solo Pyro Uber.
Everyone wants to see it.
I mean, it's on Sill, so it's gonna be perfect. And the banner has been popped off through choke. I don't see any Silentes. Silentes is on the flank, and they're just gonna be given the second point mostly. There is still 2 players in big door. The Alba Pyro is gonna get caught and is gonna go down. Pappy trades that frag out onto the Pyro of the red team and gets funds as well. But it is 2 picks, but they never really managed to force the Uber, as well, the only people in were in big door. So now, actually the Uber has been popped. I'm not really sure what forced Mente's Uber there, but now with the full Uber advantage, blue team's going to be pushing in, and Dr. Phil is going to go down, and the rest are going to have to back off.
Pappy, please tell me he doesn't. Oh my god! We saw Silentes just came out of spawn, saw Pappy, and Cadus just obviously didn't get the memo. Gets double picked in the back, and that's him down. So, oh dear, that was completely undeserved, but whatever. Yeah, now we do see blue team full Uber ad right now. They're just going to be trying to W it in. Mr. Epic taking this solo scout Uber, and he's gone far too far away from Crayon, but luckily he survives that. And now they're just going to be trying to waddle in through here and see what picks they can get, but so far, not terribly great Uber.
Yeah, and now Silentes in the forward spawn is going to actually catch the Pyro from the blue team, Alba, as well. He's going to come back in, try to help out, cleaning up some players with Mon and Pappy, but Pappy actually makes it out successfully. Silentes is going to go through big door. He sees the arrow up top, doesn't realize that Pappy's up there. Pappy might be able to get the frag out to Mente. He jumps down, 1 rocket, forces the Uber, no drop, but his job has been done, and now they're going to have to get out. But News getting caught and choked by Silentes is not very good for the blue team.
Yeah, I mean, Pappy doing a good job of getting out there, to be honest. He drops onto Mente and just kind of strolls away. Not a care in the world, but yeah, that Uber being forced was pretty crucial. Crayons and very slow thing, but oh my god, Alba just going into the skybox. Luckily for Mente, that time he did not get anywhere near hitting a shot. But yeah, it's kind of interesting to see. I mean, oh shit, Crayon died. Oh well. But yeah, it's kind of weird seeing these Pyros go like into the skybox and then land on medics and stuff like that. It's kind of funny.
Well, I mean, these pyros are just too good at the game, you know? Now,
Certainly are.
yeah, but red team, full Uber advantage. Well, 70%, that's basically full Uber advantage. We're gonna have to make do with this. And they get a frag onto Pappy, and Alba Buttnose, the captain, gets 2 frags. They're gonna come through Shutter here. There is a little bit of a sniper play coming in, but no frag onto Menti, and now they're just playing the point. And none of the players from the blue team can get onto the point. Silentis even throws the little Girardi thing on the ground as a little victory move, and 3-1 for the red team. Yeah.
It's coming up. I mean, that 8-3 is getting closer any second now. We might be seeing explosive rounds, but yeah.
Explosive.
So, yeah. But yeah, we see Kada's opting to go that big door rollout this time. Getting some good spam onto Crayon. He's down to 60 HP, so it's gonna be kind of awkward for him to try and do anything on this middle point. But Menti gets taken down by News on the other side of things, so it's all fragging classes on the side of red right now, and they need to be a bit more aggressive. They're just biding their time, and that's letting blue get the heals, but it seems to be working out in their favour. They've been able to focus the right targets, and oh my god, but no, how do you get that? He just completely ignores Mr. Epic and somehow picks up that frag, but Mr. Epic is doing a good job of staying alive and fighting this midpoint, but if he's not careful, then Silentes is going to flank up behind him. Oh no. Yeah, but he was dead pretty much from the start there. But yeah, big play from Buttnose.
Yep, and now, well, the mid is his, and they're going to be pushing into second. Nobody really from the blue team on second. There is an Alba up top who is DMing Dr. Phil right now, and Alba wants to hit that big reflect. Dr. Phil's going to show a little bit of respect. Pappy's actually still on mid. I think he wants to do a little bit of a flank play, and actually I see Crayon on that Kritzkrieg as well. So it's going to be very interesting what's going to go on. A little bit of a trade with Alba and Buttnose there, but the crit's going to come up soon. See exactly how this will work out. They do have news by the crits, but it seems like they're just going to be waiting on last. Push in with Pappy through Shutter, actually. Gonna pop that crits off, and there is a medic, Menti, who is kind of alone. Cadis is in front, but they're not gonna be able to do too much with this Uber. Now they're gonna have to do a little bit of a dry push. They're gonna be coming in through balcony. Ball onto the ground, some more players falling, but blue is losing way more players than the red team. Buttnose does go down on the point, but now it's just Pappy. Nixie going down means it's just Pappy, and he's gonna go down as well. And the round will go to the red team, and as you said, explosive rounds.
Yeah, they're coming out. They're coming out hot. I mean, we see these the pyros turning up the heat. Everything's getting a bit tense in here. You know, they want to show that they're the best pyro player in the entire Team Fortress 2 community, and so far it seems like Silentes is coming up big. You know, his team is winning, therefore he's the best pyro. Isn't that how it works?
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. And the worst pyro, Alba, is also going to go down, unfortunate. So, more players go down. Buttnose actually on the sniper as well. Extra a little off class there is going to cause some more casualties for the blue team. News does get the frag onto Buttnose, but actually News with another pipe gets Silentes as well. It's a 3v4, but Crayon alone on the point is going to get in a little bit of a fight with Dr. Phil. He somehow stays alive. He's actually doing a great job of dodging right now. But there goes Mon, there goes News. Now it's going to be quite difficult. Alba actually on scout now.
Yeah,
it seems like seems to have given up a little bit on the pyro dream.
I'm disappointed, to be honest. It's the pyro update, and they don't have a pyro right now. I think we're going to have to get Peter in here and disqualify these idiots. I mean, come on. Like, what are you doing? Everyone's playing default except Mr. Epic, and he's on Soldier. I hate. Oh, this is just a disgrace. A disgrace to the team.
Do not agree.
Name. Exactly.
This is,
but yeah, Uber has been forced off on Crayon though, and the red team look like they're going to try and defend from this big door area. Just working their way in nice and slowly. Menti does eventually pop off that Uber, and now Dr. Phil going to be getting onto Crayon, but a very nice surf from Crayon just to glide out of that choke point. And yeah, but the rest of his players, News has died. Alba's died because he's not on Pyro, obviously. So they're going to be just trying to take in that big door with the numbers advantage, and Mr. Epic getting caught off as well. The rest of his team's just going to last, or should be going to last at this point. I mean, they're trying to defend from River, but it's just too late. And Salentes, oh my god! Takes down Pappy, takes down Ixie, and survives with only 5 HP to spare. And he's still doing big work as well. He nearly takes down News and gets some good damage onto Alba, but yeah, and then Cadus uses that as a distraction and clears off the point. So, yep. I might have just been memeing earlier when I said Salentes was on the winning team, but he is doing absolute work on Pyro right now.
He might actually unironically be the best Pyro right now.
I wouldn't hesitate to say that. Huey Lewis, he's the only Pyro main I can think of right now, but you better watch yourself.
Damn. But and the red team is just going to continue to go for some more off classes, showing that they're a bit more creative than the blue team with Funds on Sniper this time. No butt nose, and Salentes gets a frag. There goes Funds with a headshot in choke. Both soldiers are down. News goes down to Salentes as well. There is a bit of a play onto Menti with both scouts going in, and Menti getting a Vitasaw frag there actually. And well, that's another mid for the red team.
Yeah, I mean, Salentes is already on blue last, and he's just trapping off these spawn doors. And his Pappy does put a nice bullet into his face for being a bit of a nuisance there, but after he got Mr. Epic, he's just a nice clean trade for him. And Crayon, I think, still has that that gas, whatever it's called, or gloop, whatever I'm just gonna call it.
Pyro Girardi.
Pyro farts, yeah, Pyro Girardi. But oh my god, Menti has actually gone down. But if you'll notice, I don't know if it's showing on stream, but he does still have 15% Uber charge. So that is the organ effect or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the Vitasaw
effect,
organs.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Hey.
it's a bit of an interesting.
It was a tactical drop. It was a tactical drop to show off the new weapon.
Yes.
That's what he's all about, making sure everyone knows what the new stuff's doing. And so he just wanted to drop to show off that he knew how to use the weapon. Can't argue with that.
Yeah, sure, but Funds and forward spawn gets that headshot onto Mon, and Ixie goes down and choked by Dr. Phil as well. A bit of a crits going on in choke on News, having to get that frag onto Salentes as fast as possible, but now his med goes down to Cadus, who's on that little light post in front of choke. His med going down, and now News being alone with no heals on second, falls as well. Red team's going to be moving in onto mid. We do have Alba on the heavy in banana here. I'm not exactly sure what his plan with this is, but Butnos has spotted him. He goes down.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying. I mean, he's still Pyro, but he's trying. I mean, yeah, unfortunately, he's... oh my god, Mr. Epic just falling onto that choke with the 3 Beggars Bazooka shots, and Menti doing a good job of forcing that off in time. I know it's pretty hard to stop yourself from dying to that thing sometimes, so... Ooh, nice shot coming out from Mixie as well to stop Dr. Phil pushing that river area, and that might have stunted their push just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, this way they can get some extra time. They can just build up that Uber and then push in themselves. And it seems like Alba is going back onto Pyro. Yeah, he's on Pyro. This is good. He's finding his confidence once again.
There we go.
Ooh,
this is where it all turns around.
Oh, but Funds and Salentes are just in river for some reason, even though the entire combo of the blue team is just up top, and Salentes wins the 1v1 against News, and they cap it off, and they win 6-1. Okay.
The map has been changed instantly as well, so I'm assuming it was News, right? He was the one. He's the one organizing it, probably his server.
Yes.
Just instantly changes it. He's having none of it. So yeah, no, good. It's a good map actually. It was quite fun. You know, get and see sort of diversity of the new pyro weapons and all the dumb plays that you can go for. But yeah, I mean, we even saw there when the blue team decided to go pretty much cookie cutter, apart from I think it was just one soldier on Beggar's Bazooka. Like that pyro was still being effective. So you know, you never know. The new Dragon's Fury might be a balanced class. You know, pyro might be there, a generalist.
I don't know, maybe. Though, I mean, there were some other stuff that was being used that we didn't really clearly mention that much because it wasn't that prominent. There was the Vita Saw, obviously, being used by both medics. There was also actually a wide variety of scout secondaries being used. I think people were using the Winger, people were using the Pretty Boy's pocket pistol, which people are speculating is probably the go-to unlock now for scout, seeing as it's, it gives you heals on hit. And then I also saw Ixie use the flying guillotine, the butcher thing that you can throw, which which you used as well, just as like a kind of a long range option. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's people are trying stuff out, and I know that the flying guillotine was tested before, and I think never ended up being used, because people just didn't like it. I think people just didn't really like the long range thing. But Ixie's trying it out, trying to experiment with it, see if it's still good, and I mean, it seems to have worked decently. And
yeah. But I just want to say the logs, if you want to look over them.
Ooh,
also just want to have a quick shout out to the guy in chat called CP Gullywash Final for posting the logs for the map.
Dude,
CP
thanks.
Gullywash Final. So, but yeah, going on to that, Mr. Epic putting in work with that Beggar's Bazooka, to be honest. He did die quite 20 to 21, fairly average, but that 9k damage and only 7k-ish taken, that's nothing to be afraid of, He's doing some work with that weapon. Putting it to good use.
Yeah. He's one of the strongest flank players in Prem right now, and he's showing that he can do it on not just Soldier.
Yeah, but the thing you want to watch, though, is in that Pyro update, with the Dragon's Fury, Silentes top fragging with 29 kills over the next best 22 of funds.
Damn.
I mean, if that's not saying that Pyro is the best class in the game with this new weapon, then I don't know what is. He might have not got that much damage, but that's just because it's a short-range weapon, It's hard to get those spam damage and chokes. So, but when it came down to the actual fights, the Pyro was putting in work, and he was really being a total menace as well on the flanks a lot of the time and just being crazy effective. So, who knows? Maybe this is it. Maybe this is where the game changes. We can stop all those YouTubers and Reddit mains and stuff like that saying stale meta.
Did someone say
It's over.
YouTubers? Yeah.
Oh, beers!
Oh
here.
no.
Yeah. I have snuck my way back in here because I just want to say that we're gonna do a quick raffle in chat. So you can just look in chat, and VTooth will let you know. I think you just say exclamation mark winner, I think, or maybe I forget what it was. But it's gonna be a raffle right now. Ooh. And then also I want to shout out. And that's a thanks to whitelist.tf that we're giving these items away. So if you ever want to test out these unlocks, you can make your own whitelist there. It's really easy. Like I did this one, so that should give you an idea. I've never tried it before, and I somehow didn't mess it up.
Excellent. I think after I typed exclamation mark raffle in chat, everyone has decided to do it, but I'm fairly sure Wheattoofed has done the winner command, and it was Prelude's Blue Skies. So congratulations, whoever that may be.
Congrats.
Yeah. We still haven't quite figured out what the items are. Xraptia is actually down right now, so we can't actually distribute things, but you'll get your stuff. Don't worry. YouTube doesn't miss these kind of things. Yeah, and also I just want to link to or shout out to the ESU Community Rumble, which will be in a LAN in Sweden, and there's a fundraiser going on to just boost the prize pool for that. That's the only thing, right? The prize pool, you can make it better and make it more attractive for people to go there.
You can get coached by news.
Say what?
You can get coached by news if you donate. I think it's like 80 euros or 50 euros, something like that. You can do that. It'd be great.
Yeah.
If you see, his team losing right now in this double mix, you're like, man, that guy has to be smart. Tactically losing like that,
Yeah, like he's not going to give away his secrets right now. That's just clever. But no, actually, I think he's completely washed up. And what you really want to go for is the signed copy of a picture of Henny in a mankini.
Oh, I can't believe I forgot.
I think that's what you should be going in deep for if you're gonna do anything.
Deep.
Jesus. But yeah. Okay, that's pretty much all I had here. I was a bit disappointed we didn't get to see the panic attack yet, but hopefully they'll come up with some new tricks for this. You can go back to the lock now. Sorry for butting in.
How dare you? Is there anything else in the logs that you would like to point out?
Me? Alba died 25 times, inferior, pyro confirmed. There you go. That's all I wanted to say.
Damn. Unfortunate. Getting called out just like that. Well.
Oh god. He's gonna come for interviews and he's gonna hate me.
Well, I mean, are you going to ESU Community Rumble?
Oh yeah, yeah, I think I'm playing.
Well, then you're gonna have to meet him there. He'll fight you there. So
You'll beat
gonna
me
have
up
to
with his sad boys cap.
you're gonna have to practice your bare knuckle boxing. So good luck with that.
Oh well.
I'll be fine.
So is it just the same teams that are going on again? Is that the idea?
I think so.
Do we know? Well. Okay.
Yeah,
so
same teams.
same teams. So again, in case you just tuned in, the teams on blue is Alba, Mr. Epic, Pappy, News, Crayon, and Ixie. And on red team, it's Salentes, Dr. Phil, Buttnose, Cadis, Menti, and Funds. So after that 6-1 crushing defeat, Hiipfire, are you thinking the blue team can bring it out? What strats do you think they need to change to really bring it out?
Make Alba stay on. Actually, no, don't put Alba on Pyro. Put Ixie on Pyro.
Ixie Pyro? Is this the
Ixie
the hidden
Pyro.
talent that we've not seen so far?
Yes, this is what we need. We need more Italian Pyros. This is exactly what we need in TF2 right now, and yeah, I definitely that is my little advice to the big boy news.
Yeah. That's a good idea, but I was just having a thought there. I saw the airstrike, and I remembered the whitelist that you said earlier. Does that mean the base jumper is allowed?
Yes, I think so.
Oh,
I think the only weapons that are like banned would be the.
Yeah, you said reserve shooter and something else.
Yeah,
Or Wrangler, I think. So yeah,
sounds right.
hopefully we get to see some floating soldiers, but it does look like we're gonna go live. So do you wanna take us away into this fixture?
Sure, let's look at the first mid of CP process, and it seems like it's not an Ixie Pyro, it's an Ixie Sniper, and we also have a Pocket who is on Heavy, while the red team only wants to go with the Buttnose Pyro. And the mid is now starting. The Beggar Bazooka Soldier from Mon is flying through the air, goes into PC, goes down to Buttnose. Not a good start for the blue team. They're going to be slowly moving their way through choke. Pappy's doing a good job of denying Dr. Phil, trying to jump in and gets body shot by Ixie, so he's gone. Buttnose is around the rock, and all of these players from the blue team are just completely stuck in their choke point right now. They're two very slow-moving players, and they're just getting picked off one by one. Pappy's the last one in. He will go down as well. It's now Ixie who's going to try to escort his medic out of there. And the first mid goes to Team Buttnose.
There we go. That's what I like to see. My prediction last game. Maybe we'll get it this game. 8-3. I'm just going to stick with the same one again.
7-2, I think it was. Or yeah 7-2.
Ooh.
Ooh, Ixie already showing up with the headshot.
The power play. Also, Mr. Epic behind on that beggar's bazooka right now. He's going to be jumping through the choke point, and maybe actually everyone's clumped up on the point. He's going to be launching through the sky. He gets some nice sync rockets, but I don't think he's going to get anything off of it. No, unfortunate for him there. It was a very nice attempt, but in the end, you know, just that splash damage nerf from a couple of months ago, or probably a year ago this time. My ability to track time is just completely terrible these days. But yeah, I think that just, you know, you need to hit more direct rockets, and when it's the beggar's bazooka from that range, the angle's just a little bit too off for it to work.
Yep, well, the red team's trying to make their way through one with Buttnose, just trying to reflect everything away, but nothing they can really do. The first off class or new off class is Pappy on Sniper, but Mon actually going down to Dr. Phil in lobby, He's gonna at least give the red team a little bit more space to work with. Pappy is moving in. He sees Menti. He bumps into Menti, misses a headshot, but gets 2 body shots. So much damage onto Menti, 40 HP, but Pappy does not hit that headshot. News peeking into one is gonna force it though, but News and Ixie both get dropped, and then Crayon drops to the what is the unlock called? I do not know, but it doesn't matter. Salentis gets a second frag, caps the point. He is on the Force of Nature. That is the unlock.
Is it the Force of Nature?
I
thought
think
he was
that's
on the soda popper.
I think
Let me
that's
see.
no, that's the Force of Nature.
Oh, it is the Force of Nature,
icon.
yeah.
They
Oh,
look
I
at
saw
they
the-
look at the same because they're both, you know, double barrel shotguns.
Yeah, yeah. I saw the double barrel at one of the chokes and I just assumed he was on the soda popper, but yeah. Ooh, Cadis hitting the Cadis rollout. That's kind of sounds more dumb when you say it like that, but yeah. Butno was actually going for the play through PC, and Mr. Epic did not expect it at all, and he just walked straight into a pyro. That is, Butno was the massive brain coming out there, and yeah, just completely getting crushed. This blue team. 3 players down on this mid already, and it's not looking like it's getting any better. Alba barely getting out with 46 HP, and now he has to defend Crayon with his life. Dr. Phil putting the pressure on, and so is Cadis, and oh, Funds with a nice shot all the way from that choke point actually takes him down. So yeah, this red team is just coming up big right now.
You have to say, Mr. Epic's Beggar's Bazooka play isn't really working out too hot right now. Ixie's sniping play is going great, though. Fun's getting a reply frag onto Alba, and Mr. Epic not having too much fun, going down once again. The Uber now is going to be moving through to 1, and Ixie going down to Funds. This is just not really working out too hot for the blue team. Sticks being cleared.
Just
Yeah.
Fun's hitting every single shot. He's basically putting consistent damage onto everyone, and when you're on that long range class, you're just not going to be able to do anything. But yeah, that's the second round going the way of this red team. Button was as well getting a few more pyro kills on that last point.
Well, blue team is going to have to find something to just figure out why they're getting wiped on all these mids right now. They should be starting right now. They have Ixie on Sniper. This could potentially work out. Dr. Phil's going to go for the very fast rollout. Cadis failing his rollout, I think, there. And well, the blue team is trying to establish a little bit of position to get Butnos trying to get into PC. That is the first frag for the blue team. The scouts are going to be pushing over onto Dr. Phil onto the left side. He gets the frag, or they get the frag. It meant to get headshot by Ixie on top of PC. So now this mid is definitely won by the blue team. Slent is going down in sewers as well. Means that they're even going to be able to roll this through onto second. And News even piping Funds. This is quite the mid from blue team.
Yeah, so I don't want to say it's a coincidence or anything, but the one mid that Pappy doesn't roll out or do anything on mid, they win. So you never know. Maybe he's the factor. Just him being on the server is just not working for this blue team. Maybe he just needs to stay back and spawn. Yeah.
They know.
They know he's the problem, and they're just gonna roll with it. They've got that 100% Uber advantage. No player to bring them down. Oh, he's coming back. Oh, he's
on the other team.
He's on red team. Now red team are going to start losing. Maybe, who knows? he's swapped teams and he's now got a 15-second respawn. Oh dear, this is not working out well for him right now.
Here's the bad luck charm. Just join the other team. The team will start losing. The Uber has been popped through rollout by the blue team. Haven't really gone too many frags. They haven't even gotten the Senshi frag yet. Ixie and News are trying to get some damage onto it, but they're all going down. Ixie eventually gets the frag, but now he's just awkwardly in lobby as he's getting surrounded by a bunch of players. He will get wrenched by Dr. Phil, and this full Uber advantage has not quite worked out.
Salentes is actually at the forward spawn right now, and he's very, very aggressive. And is he gonna maybe get something? Who knows?
No way. He needs to. Yeah, he's gonna get out. If that would be criminal if he would have gotten any frags from that. But now, red team moving through. They have full Uber advantage, and now they don't because Mr. Epic has headshotted Menti. So now blue team has the Uber advantage. They get Phil on the point. They need to get through choke quickly and keep their medic alive.
I hope that was caught on camera. But
that was nasty.
The nastiest double air shot into Funds. Oh my god. Oh, I don't think it was.
Oh, that was
nutty. I think that was just crazy plays all over there.
Yeah, and the mid is now in control of the blue team. They're going to be making their way through with that Uber advantage. No sniper from red team. They're not going to try to do any heroics on their side. They're just going to let it happen. Dr. Phil is going to try and jump in. He gets news for free and gets taken out by Alba straight after, which is going to buy some time for the blue team. Fun's also just walking, getting Alba. The blue team not really having too solid of a hold on this second point. Everybody just coming in. Ixie on the Pyro trying to get the frag onto Funds, but Funds gets Crayon. And now the red team is on second. Mun is still in. He's trying to get some headshots, but nothing really hitting true right now. And actually, Buttnose is going to get the frag onto Mr. Epic as well.
Yeah, and there's this. There was a Pyro 1v1 on that choke point at the moment, but Ixie, thinking better of it, he realizes that Buttnose has got the backup with him, so he's not going to be able to really take that fight, unfortunately. But here we go. We see Solente is actually up on the sniper as well, so maybe he can do his team justice and come out as big as Funds was earlier. But oh my god, Crayon taking a hell of a lot of damage, and that Uber has been forced off by Menti. They're going to just be Wing in through this choke point, trying to get whatever ground that they can, but that Pyro doing a good job of just completely denying any damage that Dr. Phil could have done. And now that Buttnose has fallen down, this is looking like a car crash for the red team.
Yeah, this is yeah, well, let's see how the blue team's gonna try to play off of this. They're gonna throw Pappy straight in, and he gets nothing done. Gets no rockets onto Menti. Mr. Epic gets a body shot, no headshot. Funds gets a counter sack in, but goes down. The blue team now has the full Uber advantage. They have the Uber up. They're gonna be making their way into mid, and red team is gonna actually just be completely backing off. Cadus is in PC, who is 1v1ing Ixie, and Ixie will win that fight. He always wins those fights. They get the demo pick, but now Buttnose is walking in, trying to get his own little free picks. Gets Ixie, and this is just a little bit chaotic, but eventually the Uber, actually the crits has been popped by Crayon. News gets one crit pipe onto Solentes there, but that's all he's gonna get because the counter Uber comes in. Crayon is isolated, he goes down. News is in a very awkward spot. Alba behind is actually gonna be trying to get in onto Menti. It's one shot, and that's all he's gonna get. News now comes in from behind, tries to get some damage, and with Pappy actually, they do get the Menti frag. So that's a good recovery, and Ixie coming in is gonna get the frag onto Funds, and Cadus is really weak. But I think the blue team now is finally going to have to actually give this up, except people are just still trying to get in, and Mr. Epic gets the hit shot onto Buttnose.
Just absolutely chaotic right now. Just
They're still going in.
Left, right, and center. Mr. I think Ixie gets that little bit of flame damage onto Solentes, and he does eventually die. But again, players are going behind each other right now, and Dr. Phil is in that sewer area trying to get onto the sniper, but Mr. Epic not taking any damage whatsoever, just making sure his medic is tanking him as much as possible. But we do see the Pappy spy as well. He's trying to work his way in through sewer, but I think his cloak's just about wearing off and they know about him already, so he's going to just have to go for the gunslinger sort of spy, just try and see what he can do. But he does have the new ambassador as well, which has been nerfed quite a bit, but he does get a headshot into Sil, but it only does like 50 damage, so yeah, this weapon is just a shadow of his former self, but he's doing work on it anyway, nearly taking down Cadus, but unfortunately without his team there to support him, he's not going to be able to do much, and surviving on 39 HP right now.
He's still in, except Dr. Phil is in on last, and his team isn't really blocking it, and they're just going to cap the point, just like that, and then pop the Uber, victory Uber pop by Menti, and 3-0 for the red team.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it would be a little bit closer than this, I'm not going to lie. It's so far just been a bit of a chaotic fights that the red team just seem to be coming out on top of, but we're going into another mid right now, and Cadus is doing his classic double mix play where he's just going to push right across the point. He's jumping in through the choke, and so far has done about 0 damage and done about 400 to himself, so he's just creating absolute chaos behind here. He does hit a nice pipe onto News, but unfortunately I don't think he's going to. Oh my god, Alba dies to him, what the hell? There is no way he should have died there. But yeah, we do see as well that this player, I think it's Pappy, yeah, he's flanking him from the choke, he takes down Menti, with some nice damage onto Solentes as well, and now this is just not going the way of the red team whatsoever, and blue team look like they're getting a foothold in this game by now.
Yeah, I think they decided to put a different scout main on scout. They now have Ixie on soldier and Mon on scout. And now suddenly they seem to be pounding. Stravic actually is in a 1v1 with Buttnose on mid, and Buttnose will lose that fight. A little bit disappointing Pyro DM coming out there from Buttnose, as the point is going to get capped up, and second's going to get capped up as well. Menti went down on that mid. The blue team is going to get, I think, their second chance at a full Uber advantage push. Let's see if it works out this time.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be trying to take it in this lobby left. They popped that Uber off super aggressively, and they're just going to use it to try and get across the point here. But Menti taking quite a bit of damage on this top area, but unfortunately for the blue team right now, they've got nothing, and that's News and Alba falling, and they've only been able to really get funds. But Menti does die in that, but unfortunately for the blue team, they're not going to be able to do it really. Crayon does escape with his life.
Oh,
Mr. Epic somehow
man.
making it work. Oh, nice shot from Dr. Phil though. Stops that rampage, stops the Russian super kid coming out and winning it for the blue team. But yeah, it was a nice attempt from them there, but unfortunately that Uber just didn't really work out for them at all.
Yep, well, they got Menti, so they do have the full, or not the full, I don't know why I say full Uber advantage. They have the Uber advantage, so they will be able to push in soon if Funds doesn't get the frag right now, which he will not when he peeks one. Does not hit that shot, unfortunately. Crayon is still alive, and they're just going to have to set up with this hold in mind if Crayon is going to just heal his players. It's not 30% advantage anymore, it's now like 15. This is actually going to be quite awkward for blue team to push for, but we'll see what happens. They have the Uber, almost. They're in lobby. They have Black Box Conch, Shadowburn Fanboy Ixie in lobby as well, and they're going to be moving in soon.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to take this Uber in now, and the same Uber again, they're just going in from this lobby left, but no players have been picked off. News is very aggressive right now, and very low HP. Going to be taken down eventually by Solentes, but it is getting two nice picks onto Alba and Crayon, and the Uber popped off by Menti. This is looking like a complete car crash of a push again. Just none of these Uber pushes for the blue team are working out at all, and that's just going to give them a full wipe and chance for the red team to push out last. And now Team Buttnose looking like they're getting foothold in this game and turning around after that bit of a car crash of a mid.
Goodbye, Cadis. He overextends, goes down. Ixie overextends as well. News overextends as well. This is not going too hot. Elbow overextends as well and just feeds into Solenta as well. The scouts from the red team are having a lot of fun right now, just getting free frags all over the place. Mr. Epic gonna come in. He might get owned by Solenta. Actually, counter owns him. Happy trying to do a sack and choke, not really working out. Tried to be a little bit creative, like jump high up and choke and then get Menti. He's gonna try it again. He's in the air. He has been spotted. He gets one rocket onto Menti. One more could do it, but does not get that frag. The horn being popped is gonna allow the rest of the red team to push in for free. Alba does win a fight against Funds, but that's all that the blue team's gonna get.
Yeah, that's one thing that you need to watch out with the battalions is just how effective it is. But as we say that, Alba on the back lines winning a nice fight, getting that double meat shot into Dr. Phil, getting chased mercilessly by Buttnose right now. But while the red team is on last, Menti getting a nice Vitasaw kill onto Ixie. And now the red team looking like they're just getting absolutely crunched after the Uber. There's just they got in, they didn't really get too much position, and then the flank from Alba with the pressure from the team from the front just completely destroys them. And then again, these Uber last pushes on Process just not working out at all for either team.
I'm disappointed. They need to just do a solo Pyro Uber from one. just sneak your way through one and then just surprise the combo right there. Easy. A little bit of a trade frags coming in. Pappy getting completely destroyed by Buttnose in grass there. And blue team is seeming a bit scared of pushing into mid. They're gonna first clean up the players behind. They're gonna pick up Solentes. They're gonna find the other Brit Buttnose under the bridge by second. I get that frag too. Now they can come in. Fun throws a little flying guillotine through choke, but not really much that is going to achieve as the blue team pushes through choke. And now they all get forced out. They are too intimidated by the Uber from blue team. They're gonna be moving out.
Yeah, they were just they knew that Uber charge was going to get taken into them if they were too close, and a few of the players did nearly get caught out there. Menti on 80 HP, but blue team with Crayon and Pappy looking like they want to just try and take this as aggressively as possible. But Menti about to get this Uber, and if Blue team are not careful, they might be getting recontested on right now, and it looks like that's what's going to happen. Mente just Wing in with Dr. Phil, eventually popping off that Uber. Looking like they're getting a little bit of the better end with this exchange, and yeah, the red team just completely dominating them right now, and the flank from Buttnose comes in, takes down News, takes down Ixie, and that's everyone just dying left, right and centre, but lucky for blue team, Pappy does take down Mente in the chaos that was ensuing there.
Yeah, I got a good little flank going and got 3 good splash rockets onto Mente. Good on him, but still the player advantage is going to be for the red team. They're going to be moving their way through the choke point, but then Silentis dies and they rethink their approach, and now they're going to be just sitting on mid.
And it looks like Mr. Epic actually is just doing the classic Russian thing of never stopping pushing,
Alba's
walking
dead.
past like 4 people and getting some good damage onto Mente, but just completely being a big distraction. Unfortunately for him, the rest of his team not able to really get through those choke points and work off of his distraction, and now there's going to be 2 players down in blue team with a direct hit soldier. Not looking too good. They might just have to completely give this up.
Yeah, you know, when you lose both of your scouts, there's not much you can do. Pappy going, no, Buttnose is behind the combo. He gets 1, gets 2, gets 3 onto Crayon, and he's dead. That is quite unfortunate for him, and the rest of the blue team is sure to crumble now. Alba goes down. Ixie is behind with the direct hit. He's going to try to get onto Menti. Gets a direct onto Phil. That is the wrong target. Goes down. Now it's just the certified bust to Pappy himself and Mr. Epic on the other side to hold last. Mr. Epic doesn't even walk onto the point. He just lets Funds cap that point off, and that will be 4-0 for the red team.
He's thinking about the logs. He doesn't want that extra death on there, you know, for a hopeless cause.
I see. I got it.
Oh, I've got to think of the
Big brain
play. Yeah. I mean, why win the game when you can have 1 less death on the logs? That's what I always say.
Yeah, that's the million.
Going into this mid, we do see still Buttnose on that Pyro and Mr. Epic on the Sniper. No Pyro on the blue team, so I think that's maybe their downfall. The Pyro has been doing work.
Definitely, but Mr. Epic could show up on that Sniper right now for the blue team. He's looking around and choke. A bunch of people getting damaged, but no big headshots for him just yet. And Buttnose is the one with the big flank going on, just gets allowed into the choke of the blue team and gets 2 frags of his own, and then some cleanup crew coming in gets 2 more. There is still Pappy, but Pappy is no more. He is also deceased. And this will be a full wipe for the blue team. Slentez already hiding on last.
It's 4-0, and they've got to pull something out of the bag right now, the blue team do, if they want to make this work at all. And yeah, as you say, Silentes slowly creeping his way up onto News, gets that first shot, second shot, and beefs, he beefs everything, and News lives with 8 HP, and oh, that was so unlucky. Silentes had the drop in him for so long, and with Dr. Phil going down just now, that's really just completely turned it around for them, and might be a bit more difficult, and especially with Cadis getting caught out in this area. But yeah, this is not looking too good for them. Buttnose does get that trade frag onto Pappy and is putting a bit of work in the sewer area. Does take down Ixie as well, and now he's just going to go in and try and 1v3 these players, and so far he's doing alright, but News coming out, big stickies, takes down Buttnose and stops him from causing any more havoc.
Ooh, well, the red team's trying to get onto mid. They're trying to get that frag onto Crayon, and they're just all putting in everyone right now, and nobody really getting too much damage onto Crayon. They do have a scout in that is Silentes, but he is more interested in fighting Pappy than getting the frag onto the medic, and he won't even get that frag. Everybody else is just walking in onto Crayon, but nobody actually getting any damage. Some not even getting in. Buttnose onto Crayon is going to be the one to force it, though. Of course he will. He's going to be backing out through sewers, and they're going to clean up funds, but actually, will they clean up funds? They won't. Yes, they will clean up funds. Like, he gets body shot.
Yeah, unfortunately that was a completely and utterly pointless force because Mente walked in through the choke as well and died, but, you know, at least he tried. So, I mean, the Uber advantage is still going to be on the side of Crayon, and it looks like they want to be trying to use this momentum that they've got. Silentes, Dr. Phil going down, and big respawns as well. They might just try and steamroll this onto last point right now, and they're shaping up to go through this one door.
Well, not a good start. Mr. Epic is already down to Buttnose in just walking through rollout. Buttnose just Now he's just coming in, getting all those frags, and the blue team has nothing really to say for it. They just need that counter pyro, but they're in lobby. They're going to be moving in with that full Uber right now. News on the left. Trying to get onto Menti. He gets one sticky onto the Menti, but he successfully gets out. The sticks are now off the point. And blue team is up top, I guess. Mon actually gets butt nose. This does give them a little bit of an in onto this point, but News gets completely destroyed on point. And now the blue team just has... Ooh, Mr. Epic getting the second frag of this last push. The sniper clash you don't often see in a last push is the most effective. The rest of the team's not having too much fun. Scouts are going down. Mon is going down. Alba's in a 1v1 that he loses against Solentes, and this is not working out too well. Buttnose does get owned by Pappy by rollout, but actually this does allow them to stay on second, but still this is a bit awkward, I guess I would say.
I think you just need to, the red team, just chill out a little bit. I mean, they realize that they're up 4-0 and there's only 6 minutes left, so I mean, it's possible, not gonna lie, it's possible, but they're feeling pretty confident in themselves, and it seems like Solentes, Buttnose, and Dr. Phil are all just taking their turns feeding and dying, and now Fun's getting taken down by Mr. Epic, not looking too good, but Buttnose is ready at this choke point, just completely decimating News, getting some good damage onto Mr. Epic as well, but not quite able to take that down, and Mr. Epic is just having an absolute glory day right now, headshot after headshot after headshot, and now just Cade is alive. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. This Uber charge is just too strong, and yeah, Cadis does get the pick on Crayon, but that's it. I mean, Mr. Epic just went absolutely fucking nuts.
Well, seems to be the start. Something great. We need 4 rounds to run this back and win the map without a golden cap. Let's see if they can do it. They still have Mr. Epic on sniper. You know, have faith that he's going to hit more of those nut shots. Funds is going to try to counter it. Buttnose is going to just do his own thing. News is going to be the first one to fall to Dr. Phil. And the rest of the blue team is trying to just make their way through. They're on the left side. The scouts trying to do what they can, but the rest of the red team pushing in and just isolates all of them. Pappy is in, trying to get some rockets. Mr. Epic just minding his own business, getting the frag onto Solentes. Goes down to Buttnose, and now it's just Pappy, and well, he is gonna go and get a health pack and sit there and think about what to do. And, well, he wants to get headshot by Funds, it seems.
It looks like he's not having a particularly great time right now. Oh my god, we're down to 3 HP. And
Funds is hungry for this frag.
He really wanted to kill Pappy there. But yeah, I mean, News very, very low HP in this sewer area. If anyone was to commit on them there, could have potentially got taken down, but I don't know. Yeah, Solentes realizes he's breaking the rules right now. 2 snipers on the side of red right now, so he's just hamming the front door, waiting for Buttnose to spawn. But yeah, he'll be in the fight in a second. But Fun's on the other hand just going absolutely nuts, hitting headshot, just doing his best Mr. Epic impression, showing him who the real sniper for a low panda is. And yeah, this is looking pretty good for red right now.
Yep. They have about 4 minutes left, and they're on second. They're basically in a commanding position. They get to do whatever they want, which is feed Cadis and feed Funds. And now blue team is going to try to make their way through rollout onto the second point, and the red team's going to completely back off, except Buttnose, because why not? He gets the frag onto Ixie. That's all he's going to get. Now the red team actually trying to get Phil in onto Crayon. He jumps in with that battalion's popped. Jumping in a second time after getting an arrow from his medic, but he will crater. He goes down. Blue team has successfully pushed out of last.
Yeah, they did it. I mean, all the sack attempts from red team just weren't quite enough to force that Uber off of Crayon, and now they're just relying on this Uber advantage to force everyone out. And Buttnose and Cadis are just in this choke, trying to make sure that they can safely get Crayon and get Menti out before he gets forced. And actually, Cadis looks like he wants to take a trade on the point right now. It does get quite a lot of damage onto all the combo players, and Crayon maybe a bit of a hasty pop there. News was on pretty high HP, but Yeah. Oh my god, nice damage in this choke point, and Pappy and News combining up together to take down the entire combo from the red team, and now it's just a few players alive on red, and Funds and Butnose, if they want to do something, they gotta. I think they just need to back out to last, to be honest. Butnose on 33 HP, I don't think he can really do much, but they're opting to go for the pack in PC, and it might just be two players that are a liability behind at this point.
Yeah, this is going to make it very awkward for Butnose's team to hold. And they don't really seem to be in positions to really do much, but Mr. Epic is actually going to look for the frag on Funds. So this is actually going to sandwich the blue team right now. They get Funds, Butnose going to fall soon, so the sandwich only has one side now, which, you know, it's not a sandwich anymore. Slant is actually going down on the point as well. Cadus, Dr. Phil, and Menti on last. Sigs, Fee, 3. It's going to make it quite hard. Spawners coming in. Blue team taking a little long to push in, but their Uber is not up yet, so they want to be a little bit careful, not lose their medic before he has his Uber. News is going to be the one on the point. The Uber has now been popped. News gets most of that Uber. Trying to make it all to the point, but they need to get these frags first. They focus the hell out of Butnose. Everybody on Butnose. He goes down. Fun's in front of the point. Trying to get some frags onto Alba, and the rest of the blue team is kind of just in lobby because their Uber is faded and there's not much they can do. Funds is going to go down. Crayon actually commits onto the point. So does Pappy. Mr. Epic and Rollout is going to try and, I don't know, maybe get some headshots. Who knows? He's going to look into one. He sees Cadus. He misses the shot on Cadus. Cadus gets the pipe, which kills Ixie as well. So that's 2 for 1. And the red team is on second, capping that up.
Yeah, that's a complete and utter dire push there. They had quite good positioning at the start of that, but once it was the Uber was up, the whole red team just collapsed onto them, and there wasn't really a whole lot they could do. And it looks like they've steamrolled that from second to mid, and with that 100% Uber advantage on Menti, might be able to take this onto second as well and just completely crush them. But there is still someone in that forward spawn area. I'm trying to see if, no, I think he's back spawned at this point. I think Pappy was just trying to be a bit of a nuisance, but that Uber has popped off by Menti, and they're doing really good work getting 3 picks onto Iximon and News, and Solenta is trying to get onto last point to keep that steam train rolling, but unfortunately he's just going to sacrifice his life.
25 seconds left. I hear battalion's being popped. There's a Funds on the point. They should contest it. Alba contests it. He goes down. 5-1 for the red team. And that'll be that. That'll be the second map going to Butnose's team. And guess we're gonna be waiting on Beta to give us the word if we're gonna do a third map. But what do you think? What happened on that second map? What did blue team do wrong?
They clearly just didn't tank Mr. Epic enough. I mean, he was hitting shots like crazy, and then I don't know, I guess they just weren't playing around him enough, playing a bit too aggressive. And maybe also the big problem was that Butnose basically just was causing havoc behind them at any given moment, as Pyro just, when they least expected it, Crayon was just getting Dragon's Furied into his butthole constantly. So, unfortunate, but I don't think... I don't know, I think it's just the coordination on the red team is just so much better. They seem to be working together pretty well and just making sure that nothing can really get behind them without knowing about it. That's my opinion anyway.
Well, there seem to be switching maps, so I'm going to presume that this means we have a third map. Beater magically joined the channel and then left saying absolutely nothing, so I mean, I don't know, but I guess this is the third map. It will be Product. I think Pyro will work better on this map. It's a lot smaller, could be a lot more chaotic. If you walk through cliff side, there's a chance you can just walk onto the point without really having, you can close the distance a lot easier, so I think Solentes or Butnose or whoever wants to play Pyro is going to pound on red team. It's going to have a lot of fun on this map.
Yeah, I think if they're playing Product for sure, then this is just going to be Sniper Haven, to be honest. I think every time you see
is going to have
Mr.
a lot
Epic,
of fun.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen the highlights, I'm pretty sure everyone has.
Definitely.
He's just absolutely crazy on this map. I don't know what it is, but if we thought he was doing well last game, he's going to turn shit up this game, I'm pretty sure as well. And hopefully we'll be seeing some nasty mid-air headshots and stuff like that. So we're sure we're going to be in for a treat. And the way these teams have been playing as aggressively are on 5CP, I can't imagine what they'd do on call.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be pretty hot. Ooh, Beater's here. So
He's
we
here.
have word. Is there going to be a third map?
Yes, there is going to be a third map. Still a little bit up in the air what map it's going to be. I think they were going to do product. I was thinking maybe we should do like Brazil or Lazarus, one of the new COF maps. We'll see what they decide on. I pretty much left it up to them. Either way, I'm pretty happy about it. I know they were all looking forward to product. I thought that was going to be the second map, but they chose process. Maybe they just want this. Oh, it looks like they are indeed changing it. Oh, maybe we're going to see some new maps in action as well. But yeah. All right, and we're also going to make new teams. So we're going to have the two captains once again pick teams, and this time around, News will be picking first. Because, like as it was, Red Team was just too good. Like Team Bot Nose was just way too powerful, so they have been nerfed. I hope. Maybe they're just going to pick really bad teams again.
We'll see.
So we'll see.
I think I have faith. I have faith that the picking will be of higher quality this time. At least I hope it will be. I mean, big brain news. Like he just he got messed up. He couldn't pick first, so his entire plan was ruined. But now he has the first pick, and I think he's gonna do it. But we're playing Brazil. Have you played Brazil yet?
Yeah, I think I've played this once or twice. I think it's a bit of an odd map, to be honest, because there's just like this giant sniper sight line across the map from one big health pack to another that looks over the point. So I'm not really sure. I think if you think people are going to go crazy on sniper on product, I think this is going to be even worse. I think I think people are just going to be feared of this sniper, and there's also some really crazy shots that you can and crazy angles that you can get on this map as well. So I think the sniper game is going to be strong in this one.
Yeah, it is also like it's a bit of a weird map in that there's this really, really open area that you're talking about, and then there's also a whole bunch. Basically, the rest of the map is this enclosed houses, just tiny, tight areas. And controlling those is not actually even that important, but you can still use it to flank out. So that could be where Pyros really just thrive, and also scouts can get in there. Yeah. And maybe you have to go too far out with the sniper. Yeah, there's no real good high ground, so yeah.
I don't know if this is going to happen in this game or not, but I'm pretty sure when I played Pyro, I didn't have the Dragon Sphere or anything like that, but in a pub earlier, I just got tanked by a medic, and we were able to walk across the point to the wee choke point that there is, and just walk into people, and they all died. I'm not sure if it's just because they couldn't aim, but I think this is a bit of an awkward map to try and push out of, because there's, as you say, a lot of this sort of enclosed areas, and if you're not careful, then a pyro could flank you, there could be traps around any corner, and just anything can happen, really. And I think
the first thing you said was pretty much word for word, or what was what I heard in the mumbles of the teams. So there's probably something to it.
Yeah, I think this is, from what I heard as well, it was like I think this was the Fours map someone was talking about. It's been played in UGC, so at least it's had some competitive playtesting. I don't know if they've changed anything or taken any of the feedback, but who knows? Maybe it was a lot worse in previous iterations.
Yeah, you never know. Usually Valve, whenever they make a map official, there's some tiny changes to it. Like the Gullywash drop down, like that didn't used to be there. That was a really good change. But yeah, usually there's those kind of things. So we also have a raffle going on. We're going to be raffling away a professional kill streak pocket pistol, or Pretty Boy's pocket pistol. A kit left for that weapon. And that weapon is really good right now. So definitely you want to win this. And the way you get it is not by typing raffle in chat. No, the way you do it is that you predict the player that get the most kills, and then you post it in the Team Fortress TV event thread. And I will be linking that in chat.
Ooh. Hold on, I'm going to predict.
So
right
which
now.
player gets the most frags? That's what we're going to be predicting here. And that's actually, you might want to be tactical and wait until the teams have been drafted. Or you can just go right away.
Nah, big balls. I'm going to go for it right now. Easy prediction. Easiest prediction of my life. Let's go. Actually, no. I'm changing my prediction. I haven't posted yet, so it's fine.
You're not going to tell us who you're thinking is going to top frag? I'm saying either Solentes or Funds.
I think it's gonna.
I'm just going to go. If Funds is on Scout, he'll probably top frag, and if Solentes is on Pyro, he'll top frag. 100%.
I agree with our producer. It's gonna be Mr. Epic. He's gonna pound easy. He's gonna farm all around this map. He's gonna go sniper. He's gonna use all those dumb sightlines to get every frag. And even if he goes scout, all those small enclosures, he's just gonna hit those big flicks and just win it. Just easy. So
bold prediction.
That's my
prediction.
And the way you get into this is that you go to the Team Force TV event thread and you post the player who you think will get the most kills. That's how you do it.
I like how as soon as I said Funds on stream, there's like 5 people that have put it on the thread. So, oh well, I guess my prediction's going to be hard fought for, but it does look like they're all going to spectate right now, so I'm just going to hold off before I actually put my thing in the thread, but you know what? Nah. Let's just go for it.
Just
Or
go
just the
for
insta
it.
pick on Solentes as well.
Solentes. It's got to happen, if he goes on Pyro, he's unstoppable.
Yeah. What is the counter to that? I don't know. I guess we'll find out in the
better
season
Pyro.
at some point.
Better Pyro.
We need. I'm trying really hard to remember who plays Pyro on SDCK, and I can't for the life of me remember. But that guy. That's the guy we need.
I have no idea.
Hildreth, you're in the chat. You know.
Hildreth knows everyone. Is it someone called Yahoo? I'm pretty sure he's a Pyro main in Prem.
That sounds.
Is it him?
I think it might be. Yeah. Where's Yahoo?
Look at
It sounds like a Pyro name.
Damn.
Damn. I am so knowledgeable.
Dropping the knowledge right
I know, right? I know everyone. Come to me if you ever have a question, if you need some help on your homework. I'm the one to help you.
I need to take a loan. Do you happen to know some shady types would be willing to lend me money?
Yeah, there's a demo man name called Hildreth. I'm sure he'll help you out.
All right. And just to mention it again for anyone who happened to miss it, you can go to the Team Fortress TV event thread that I have linked in chat, and you can guess which player gets the most kills. And if you guess that one right, you'll be in the raffle to receive a professional kill streak Pretty Boy's pocket pistol kill streak kit. So go there and do that. And that's courtesy of whitelist.tf. You can use a website to create whitelists very easily, and it looks very nice. So thank you to those guys. Mostly B2 these days, I think, that does things for them. And then also I want to mention that there's going to be a LAN in like 10 days-ish, like 10 to 12 days. The ESU Community Rumble in Sweden. There's a fundraiser for that where you can donate to increase the prize pool. So any money you donate will go directly to your favorite players, or at least the best players at that LAN.
Peter, are you going? Peter, will we see you at this LAN?
Yes, you will see me. You'll see my face.
Nice.
At this LAN.
You
the big
will
face
see.
reveal,
Yeah.
Except for the other time.
The other time we saw you at that LAN, yeah, that was.
that was DreamHack Winter. That's a completely different part of Sweden. That was Linköping, not Lidköping.
Yeah, and you'll see. Actually, you won't see me or zeFrosty because we're both playing, but we'll be there if you attend. You might see us somewhere behind a computer at some point during this entire event.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. You might be able to take a break from fragging to go cast a game or something like that. You never know. I mean,
Yeah.
Do
you want to go through?
Never got
the
to
teams
cast that
before we
low
start?
panner game at
Oh, yeah,
I-61. So
we should stop babbling. Yes, the team on blue. I'll go through them for you. We have News. We have Cadis. We have Solentes. We have Mr. Epic, Crayon, and Pappy. Do you want to take us through the red team?
yes, the red team, Buttnose's team, will be Buttnose, Alba, Ixie, Dr. Phil, Menti, and Funds.
All right, quick prediction. First to 3, I'm assuming. So, who do you think is going to win this?
There's more scout mains on the red team, and the team with the most scout mains lost last time, so blue team's going to win 3-1.
Oh dear, but as I like to see, and I always like to point out, we do have a solid 5 CP config on this cough map right now. But either way, we're going into this first mid, and they're just we see Buns going for the pyro play. Does actually get a lot of damage onto Mr. Epic, but Mente going down in that, getting taken down by, I think, Mr. Epic. I wasn't really paying attention, but still, Crayon is alive, and that is going to be working in the favour of blue team right now. They just have to try and keep these heals alive, but no, the aggression very, very well predicted and well coordinated from the red team does take them down, and they get the frag onto Pappy and Kadis, so that's just completely stunted any sort of foothold that the blue team had in this, and now we see them capping up this point, and first point going the way of the red team, Team Buttnose.
Yep, well, they have put Pappy on Sniper, they've put Mr. Epic on Demo. This is an interesting mismatch on the blue team, but maybe it'll work out. Pappy hits a headshot onto Dr. Phil, that's a good start, and people are asking for restarts. Apparently Solentes was not here for the first mid, so we will be seeing a restart, which I guess will explain why the team I predicted didn't win the mid, you know?
Yeah, I don't know, there's a lot of chat going on, and I don't think anyone really
Hello,
knows what's
Peter.
happening, so maybe they're just going to keep playing. I hope they're going to keep playing, because this is quite funny seeing people getting really angry. Oh.
Nope. Oh, the restart has come in. People are being thanked, and we should be starting soon again, but we never got a prediction from you. What is your prediction?
I'm going to go, after looking at that mid, you know,
Okay, okay,
red team.
okay, right.
They might have nearly won it, but Solentes wasn't there, so I'm going to say blue team's going to take this 3-0.
Ooh, I like it.
I threw it in
Yeah.
there, and then I swung the curveball. You never saw
Ah,
it.
that was
You
good.
never
This
saw it
is... You see, this is why you're a good caster.
coming. Set them up, and then you never know.
Never know with
You
this guy.
expect it's going to be good, and then it's just complete opposite.
What the hell is this? Well, I like it. So two for blue. I think this interesting class setup that they had with Mr. Epic on Demo and I think it was Pappy and News on Scout is just the shakeup that they need to pull out the win. Because, I mean, we've never seen Mr. Epic on Demo. So has anyone else on the server, so it'll be the surprise factor, you know?
Yeah, I guess seeing if he can bring it out as well as he has been playing Scout and Sniper, see if he can keep that consistency on Demo, man. Just constant frags all the time. We'll have to see if he's capable of doing it. But right off the bat, he's just jumping straight onto that point, getting very early aggression. And it does look like he might, very low HP. Not getting taken out though, but yeah, that Mente going down pretty much instantly to the Pappy body shot again. He saw that last round and just not quite able to keep it alive. But Crayon, doesn't quite live either. Ixie doing a good job of cleaning up off of Buttnose's damage. Yeah, that's still not looking too good for the red team. And as I said, you know, Solentes is here, Team Buttnose is losing.
Damn. Well, yeah, blue team's winning. The demo pick, or the putting Pappy on Sniper seems to have worked out for now. And yeah, Solentes on his main, working out as well. Pappy with the body shot onto Minty, gets that frag, gets the headshot onto Alba. He's actually showing up quite massively here. News on his off class with the Scout will also get 2 frags. 3 frags actually. Buttnose is in onto Crayon. Pappy needs to get the shots. Mr. Epic will help him out. And this ragtag team of off-classers and Solentes seem to be doing quite well right now.
Yeah, can I change my prediction? Pappy is absolutely crushing them right now, and yeah, it kind of just seems like he's bringing it out for his team when he needs it the most. But red team going for a bit of a questionable pushing through these houses right now, seeing if they can get through very small choke points, but it seems to be working, and the distraction of Funds takes down Crayon. I didn't think he was going to get that, to be honest. He had 3 players shooting at him, and somehow the Dragon's Fury just completely and utterly decimates them, and yeah, that's a complete car crash of a hold for blue team.
Well, that can also happen. Just lose all your players on the point. Now the red team is in control. I've also noticed that we are now on a cost config. Thank you to Beater for fixing that up. But now, Fun's actually trying to establish a bit of a forward hold, I guess you could call this. Not really working out too great. Menti actually gets pressured quite a lot. Funds gets a frag onto News and might be able to catch Cadis a little bit, but he doesn't get the pack in time. Loses the 1v1. Needs to work on his Pyro MGE there. Solenta's going down as well. So blue team's attempt to break the forward hold was quite unsuccessful.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying before the game, you know, it's just so hard pushing from that lower area, but it seems that the red team got a little bit too aggressive, and Alba and Ixie getting taken down. And unfortunately for them, though, it's Menti up on that full uber charge. Cadis is going to be launching in, and actually, wow, News just W's in, double meat shots Menti, and that's going to be uber no more for the red team.
See, Dr. Film point of Solentes trying to fight Butt Nose. Alba's going to be jumping in, cleaning up that frag. Uber advantage is for blue team. Oh, bye,
This is going
Ixie.
crazy!
Bye, Alba.
Oh my god, this guy! Someone check his computer. I don't think it's legit.
I think they put. I think Mr. Epic just switched computers with Pappy. I don't think this is the same guy at all. There's no way.
Yeah, that was absolutely nuts. He just domes that scout and then stops that soldier getting in on him, but unfortunately he does fall. But luckily I don't think the spawns are going to be too bad for the defending team here, so he's just going to be getting right back up into the game as soon as he can.
Ooh, the Ixie sniper. I've seen Ixie snipe before, but seeing as we're in Bizarro world where Pappy hits every headshot, I'm going to presume that Ixie misses every single shot. Solentes gets 2 frags onto Butt Nose and Funds. Crayon goes down though, which is a little bit unfortunate, but Menti going down afterwards to Mr. Epic means that both medics are dead. Ixie gets caught by Cadis, and Cadis actually catches Dr. Phil a bit as well. But a little bit chaotic fighting right now. No heals, so no order at all. And blue team's still in control of the point though, but Butt Nose is on a bit of a flank right now.
Yeah, Buttnose is just going off and seeing what he can do, but Pappy going down, he's not going to really have too many people to flank, and Cadis has spotted him, but unfortunately he's missing every single shot, and he's not going to be able to pick off Buttnose, and then in the end, yeah, Funds comes in and absolutely
Funds! The 4K!
Oh my god.
Oh, the 5K
ban
onto
this
Funds as
kid.
well. Oh no, well, I mean, if that's not, you know, a clip to show you that Pyro's gonna be, you know, the next roamer, I mean, I don't know what is gonna tell you, because that was pretty nuts. And
Yeah,
I mean,
he's not stopping there either. He's just putting the pressure on them from this this sort of weak connector side. But it's just completely forcing the blue team to take a completely different approach, and News potentially going to get picked off. Does get slightly far enough away, and Fun's just going to use that jetpack, get himself out of there before he dies and remains on 5 HP.
gets the pack. Uber has been popped by Menti. So now red team's going to try to just chase some frags around. Crayon completely caught. I think he's a bit lost because he's in a very interesting situation right now. And I see a system message that there's a hotfix patch coming in. So it's going to be a bit interesting. We're not going to be playing on the most recent patch in about 5 minutes, so I apologize. But Mr. Epic going down, trying to contest the point. About 18 seconds left for red to win this round, so blue team's going to have to contest this as fast as they can.
Yeah, this is a update of the past now. I mean, what if something is fixed crucial bugs that are being abused in this game? Who knows? But Cadis getting very aggressive there, trying to take down the players, but unfortunately not able to do it for his team, and that is the first round going the way of red. I'm already wrong in my prediction. I said it was going to be 3-0, and it's obviously already gone the complete opposite way.
See, you need to be a little bit more realistic. Gotta always go for the 3-1. Always give the other team a round. Always. This is now. You know, they've warmed up. Everyone's used to their classes. Mr. Epic knows exactly what to do on demo, and they're gonna start winning rounds now. It's gonna start with his mid, as they lose their medic, but that's fine. They can just, they can recover from that. Cadis gets the frag onto Ixie, so that has the high ground on the point. Clean up onto Buttnose is another frag. There goes Menti, body shot from Pappy. There's Slents with another frag, and now it's just Funds and Dr. Phil. Funds goes down, can't reflect that rocket, and Dr. Phil is gonna watch Slenta's crater in front of him. He's on like 40 HP, should be dead. He gets body shot, and that'll be the mid for blue team. You know, a very convincing mid, not close at all.
Convincing mid indeed. I mean, Crayon may have been the first casualty of that mid, but he's back up. He's on the point. He's capping off. He's doing work for his team, and now they just need to make sure that they hide from Ixie and make sure he doesn't get any nasty picks onto them as of now. But it looks like they're just battling here while Ixie takes pot shots at them constantly, and if they're not careful, he's going to start hitting shots eventually. And as I say that, Salenta is getting taken down, and Kid is getting taken down. Can he get the frag onto Pappy? I think Pappy's going to think better of it, trying to back up, but no, Butnose comes in behind and takes him down.
What? Whew, what a drop down headshot from Ixie on I think it was Cadus with 20 HP. I mean, it's not necessary, but it was very stylish. Just jump off the point like that.
Yeah, I just watched that back on the stream.
Yeah,
that was very, very impressive. Yeah,
jeez.
It's been the story of these games really. These snipers just absolutely nuts, and we've been very much whoever seems to have the better sniper. Sadly, seems to be losing, but in this case, Ixie seems to be bringing it out for his team.
Yep. Well, it's winning control for red team. Blue team needs to find their response, but Menti has the Uber, so they're gonna have to force that. Butnose is still like in their ranks there and gets the frag onto Crayon. He might get Salentis as well. There he goes, and the Sackers aren't really having too much fun either. Nobody really even getting close to Menti right now. Just Fun's getting the 2K in front, and I mean, there's just not much they can do. Mr. Epic is in. He's on the regular rocket launcher, but is not going to get anything done. And red team still sitting comfortably with that Uber, but now they're holding a little bit passively, so they're giving more space to the blue team. Salentis is in. News is in. They force the Uber. Ixie finds the headshot onto Pappy and gets the body shot onto Crayon. Salentis goes down. News around the point goes down. And Cadis with the jetpack is onto Menti. Who only gets 2. He's on 12 HP. If Mon even grazes him with this rocket, Menti will go down, but can't get any rockets in. He goes down.
Yeah, I think that's probably the first time that there's been a fight on the point and the medic has survived this entire game, I think. But so good job on Menti staying alive there. But the blue team look like they're trying to come in very aggressively, and now News takes him down with the Dragon's Fury, but is going to get headshot himself. And oh my god, that shot from Ixie onto Mr. Epic.
Whew.
That is absolutely dirty. Oh my god, this is just absolutely crazy. He's just not missing any shots now.
He's just bullying them right now. This is so mean. There's nothing that they really can do about it. I mean, as you said, the sidelines are so far. If Ixie's just hitting everything, there's not much you can do. There goes News. That's another death. He sees Cadis. Does not hit that headshot, but I mean, the blue team is getting their space right now. They forced Ixie off of the high ground, so that is a start, but they're now getting counter-jumped by the soldiers, and it's just complete chaos. Players are sacking left and right for Menti. Nobody really getting the frag, but I mean, it's almost even, but the scouts are going to have to back off. Crayon needs to find a player to heal, and then they're going to be coming back in because it's about 20 seconds, and well, they're going to need to get in now or else they will lose.
Yeah, they need to start getting out this funk, I think. They've just hit a barrier where they've not really been able to do much, and it seems to be like the combination of Ixie sniping and Funds getting Pyro 5Ks. It just really isn't working out too well for them. Yeah, this is looking like a round going the way of the red team. Just Crayon on the point right now, trying to do something, but does get juggled off. And yeah, 2-0 on the red team. So this is not looking very good for Team News right now. He's been pretty unlucky with these picks and bans, and it's not looking like this map is doing any good for him.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Both our predictions are already wrong, so blue team's gonna have to find something to do against this Ixie sniper, and they seem to try to have this little flanking Pyro and hiding roamer here. The flank is gonna try and make some plays as the point will be capable soon, but Crayon goes down so early. Funds gets News as well. now the players are just in so late. They're going to try to get some frags. They do actually do a really good job. Cadis is wreaking havoc onto the combo right now. Menti and Dr. Phil both very weak. And, well, they're both down. Alba's the last one left. And our producer's game has crashed, so it's a bit of a radio cast. But what you need to know is that Pappy's 1v1ing Alba on the point. A scout main playing soldier fighting a soldier main playing scout. And Funds comes in, backs him up, and the point will be capped up by the red team right now.
Oh, you're missing so much action right now. Solentes has hit 5 quad air shots on every member of the other team. Menti has dropped the Uber. Crayon has got a 6k with his arrows. I can't believe Gemm has crashed at this time. It is a tragedy, an absolute tragedy to the game.
Actually, in the real world, though, Ixie just hits 3 hits, actually hit 4 headshots. This is not actually a joke. This is actually Ixie going off right now, and the blue team tried to push him, but it got completely mulched. Our producer does not have to update his game. Luckily, the update has not come in just yet, so the feed will be coming in again soon, but right now with the red team, with the advantage, you won't be missing too much. People are feeding a little bit, but well, it seems to be okay. Ixie hitting another shots. Players trying to contest the point. Uber has been popped to get all those blue players off of the point. Crayon successfully gets out. Hopefully he will find his way back to spawn, because it seems like he sometimes has been getting a little bit lost. Players are going down, and now the blue team has the advantage on players. They're coming in. Cadis is leading it.
He's leading it with the jetpack. He's waited for Funds to go in first.
The counter jetpack for Funds, yeah.
I've never thought I would have said a Pyro would counter jump another Pyro, but he seems to have... It's a reality now, so... yeah, and it seems to be working out for him. But Ixie, just as usual, headshot into news, just doing massive work for his team. And I sort of... harkening back to, what was it, one of the games before the season, was it? Pre-season, I think he was playing for Nunya, and he just played on product, and I don't think Ixie missed a shot that entire game, so
yeah,
he's,
I remember
consistent.
That game.
Yeah, that was
nuts.
A crazy experience to watch, because it's like literally watching someone cheating, and it seems like it's happening against him.
Oh, Buttnose! What is going on? He got the 3k, and he's gonna get news as well with the butter knife 4k. It's just Cadis on point, and the blue team's hold of the point is completely in tatters as Cadis is caught under point. He goes down as well, and once again, Buttnose team plays with a weird off class, and the off class just works off perfectly. Now the Pyro isn't an off class anymore. He's the main class. I'm not interested in that anymore. I'm interested in the Spy.
Yeah.
And,
I don't think I'm wrong in saying this, but wasn't Buttnose one of the 2 spies at the tip of the hat's Dota Fortress thing? And it was him and Stabby, right. I'm pretty sure, and he is just going absolutely crazy, taking down his 5th casualty right now. He's not stopping for anything. He's going absolutely crazy right now, and I think why are these players not turning around? He gets the stab onto news as well. They just need to watch their back. How can you let a spy get a 6k? I don't understand. Oh,
Ixie also gets Ixie gets the Pappy on point as well. This is just calamity. Solentes jumps in, gets reflected, and gets a headshot hit mid-air by Ixie. Jeez, this guy is not calming down. Alba finds the frag onto the medic as well. Funds finds Mr. Epic, and the blue team once again is forced back into their spawn. There's about 45 seconds left. It seems like News is not catching a break in these picks right now. Even when he has the first pick, it doesn't work out. I mean, these Pyros and these snipers, just everybody just going off right now on the red team.
Yeah, I think just the players on red are just playing out of their mind this entire game. Like you see Buttnose getting these crazy plays, Funds barely missing shots on Pyro, and Ixie, as I say that, a nasty air shot onto Cadis with his shooting star, and that is a complete wipe on the side of blue. And I don't think they have time to even get close to the point, let alone contest this. So yeah, the spawn camp is coming out. The Uber is popped for red, and yeah, this is GG. And 3-0 the way of red team. Oh my god, that was complete and utter destruction that entire game.
Yeah, well, congratulations to Buttnose. He is confirmed the best captain for double mixes. Get him on your team today. Yep, 3-0 in maps. With even a completely different lineup, he still pulls out the win, and you know, what can you do? What can you do?
So, you know how it was a top frag competition? Well, 3 players got 26 kills, so I don't quite know how it's going to work. Alba, Funds, and Ixie all got 26 frags on that map, so I guess if you guessed any of those 3 players, I'm guessing you have a chance of winning this kill streak pocket pistol. Or maybe they'll go off of KD, and then no one will get the pocket pistol because Alba, in that case, would have been top fragged.
Ooh, Alba. Well, we'll see. We'll see when the our little administrator friend will join our channel. But until then, so this was obviously a show match to try out the unlocks, try to see how Pyros works out now in the current metagame. And how do you think? What conclusions do you think you can take from this match?
Well, I mean, it's hard to always predict exactly what could have happened if there wasn't like a double mix and it was more in a team scenario. But honestly, from today, it's been pretty obvious that the new pyro weapon is actually pretty good. I mean, it is a bit of a, I mean, it's a different sort of playstyle, and probably a few people say it's a bit memey, a bit unserious. But honestly, I think if you were to run it in a sort of more competitive environment, like with Mookie and stuff like that, I think it could work. I mean, there's also some of the other strategies, just running a perma sniper. I hope that's not a thing that actually happens. I mean, we've seen in recent times Prem players doing it, but God, I don't like playing against snipers. Just when one player just completely destroys you, like Ixie was doing that game by just hitting mid-air headshots right, left, and center, and I don't want that in every server. I don't want that ever. but no, on a serious note, I think if used right, the pyro weapons could maybe replace like a roamer or a flank scout or something if you're feeling a bit adventurous. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what comes, and if maybe any recent patches maybe change anything, any other mechanics. But yeah, that's what I think anyway. How about you? You thinking it's going to be a game changer?
I think that's Pyro will now, like, with this new unlock, will maybe be played a little bit more like what some people do with heavy, where if you have a heavy on last, you just, like, if you keep a lot of players alive, you can just push out with your heavy onto second, what some teams do. And I think that with the unlock, it gives Pyro a little bit more options offensively, so he'll probably do that. I don't expect any crazy strats, perma pyro to mid. Actually, maybe pyro to mid as well, but I don't think it's going to completely replace the roaming soldier class. But it just gives pyro a little bit more options to play with. So some of the more adventurous teams might elect to push with pyros occasionally.
I think that's fair to say. Yeah, I guess if you're in that situation where you're on the last point, then pushing it with the pyro is maybe an alright idea. But I don't know if it'll be. I'm sure someone will try and make it a full-time strat, and they'll win open with it. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. I'm thinking in my head a little bit. Like, I remember the product strat where you want to push out of a forward hold, where you use your pyro to, like, reflect. You can actually then also just use them, like, in general as an offensive on product in, like, after the just initial reflex, which could be interesting. Which is, like, probably the most, like, closest I think you're gonna get to, like, playing with pyro, quote unquote perma. But I'd still probably expect that the player who plays pyro would probably still change after that. But yeah, I think that the pyro has I don't know. I think it's just you can play pyro with a bit more comfort now. Like, he's gotten a little bit stronger in the points where he was always already strong, so it's more kind of a quality of life improvement than it is really like a meta game change, personally at least. But also got to see some of the other unlocks being played. We got to see the pocket pistol, the flying guillotine, stuff like that. I think that it seemed like all the scouts definitely liked the pocket pistol a lot. It definitely does seem to be the weapon that people are gonna like now a lot, with now just being kind of a different flavor of pistol. So yeah, I mean, I think it was a fun fun little show match to see. That kind of gives us a little bit of a preview of the new unlocks and yeah.
I'm glad you liked it. I'm back. And
Welcome back.
also, we are doing a raffle still. The raffle is obviously over. You can't enter it anymore, but the lucky or smart people that enter it, because we have actually a 3-way tie for the most kills on this map. And that's Alba, Funds, and Ixie. So whoever guessed on one of those three, will enter this raffle. And those people will be, let's see, Hildreth, Timtum, Tad, Convo Breaker, Quarterat, and Husk. So yeah, if you're one of those guys, you get to cross your fingers, and B2 will just to put it into a randomizer and figure out who the lucky winner is. But yeah, it's I don't know if you guys had any idea of it, but this last map, Bristol, it didn't look like it had really any potential for proper competitive play.
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh,
No,
no.
the sightlines are crazy for Sniper. Like, I think, I don't think a single, like, Crayon had like 19 deaths there. Like,
He did not have a lot of fun that map.
No,
he was
I don't
complaining in
imagine.
chat constantly, asking where his players were.
Well, I mean, when you die 19 times as medic on a map like this, and most of it was probably, I don't know the exact death stats, but let me check actually.
I think Crayon got lost a little bit as well, because there's a lot of like corridors everywhere. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so easy to flank, and then there's giant sniper sightlines, so you're basically not safe in any direction. So, yeah, I have a very strong feeling that will be not appearing in any recent seasons.
Yeah, indeed. I'm also going to try to get in a bunch of the players into this, because, it's very difficult to tell from the outside how hard people were trying. Like, when they were doing something, was because they thought it was like genuinely good, or was it because it was just like a test and they wanted to see it, how it worked out, or, it's very difficult to tell. Like, often things might work, but then when they get into a really organized competitive setting, then it just doesn't work, right? So it'd be really nice to get the players' opinions on it. So I'm gonna jump down there and see if I can actually forcefully drag a few of them up here. So I'll
I'm
be
being
back and
messaged already that people want in. So
Oh, okay.
You'll find some people.
All right.
I'm
Okay.
sure
Well, I'll go down there, and hopefully, when I come back, I'll have some friends with me.
Nice.
Yeah, I think if we can guarantee that Silentes will be coming up to rave about how he got top frag on Pyro in that first map for sure.
Hope it gets to play Pyron's 5th now.
I don't know if you'll be allowed to, but you probably will, whether they like it or not.
He'll just it won't matter. He'll play Roamer in every single scrim, and then the official's like, all right, I'm playing Pyro.
Yeah, basically.
It'll work. It'll be fine. It'll be just fine. Oh, this is a lot of people. This is a lot more than I expected
It's really important that we actually don't talk over each other, so please be...
All right, yeah, let's not talk over each other, guys.
Yeah. Everyone's still muted, but I'll unmute now, and then when I do, please don't start just talking over each other. Oh, it's also exciting. We're going to do the raffle drawing of the raffle on stream, so you can see that we're totally not cheating. Also get a little bit more exciting. But first of all, I believe we're going to just talk to some players. So I just want to start out by talking to Silentes, who really seemed to distinguish himself on Pyro. So I want to know, like, how good is the new Pyro weapon?
It's actually, it's really good. Like, it's really good at killing things. Like, the rocket launcher is good for like spamming and denying and also killing things, but this gun is just really good at killing things. So your logs don't look very good, but it's nuts.
Yeah, I noticed that. Like, I think on the first map you got what, 29 kills, and then
you like
4k damage or something.
Yeah, so it's like a 6 or 5k damage, I think. But it's actually really good. Probably probably like a tad overpowered for what it should be. I think they should just not make it light you on fire if you walk through the projectile. It should only be like the tip of it that does damage. But
can't scouts just like eat you up from mid range though?
You'd think that, but I think like the fire effect might be the reason why I didn't get two shot very much. It's quite bright. I don't know. I felt like I two-shot them more than I ever got two-shot. I don't think I got two-shot on Gully, ever.
Yeah, Pyro doesn't get two-shot very often. How about the reflect? Like when you actually succeed in a reflect, it's pretty fast, right?
Yeah, but you can't. If a soldier fires 2 rockets, you can reflect one, but you can't reflect the next one.
Yeah,
Right.
there's like a significant delay after
Yeah.
the reflect. I think it's not that bad if you reflect and then you've got a secondary weapon to switch to. So if you're running the shotgun, you can reflect and then still put out damage. But if you're in the middle of a DM fight with someone and you reflect and it doesn't do anything, then it's like you're dead.
Yeah, the whole time I used it, it was always like just to save myself is all I'd reflect for. Like, oh no, there's a soldier, reflect and run away, sort of thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. There's also a bunch of other unlocks. So, Crayon, you played Medic. What's your opinion on the what's it? The bone saw? No, what's it called?
Vita saw.
Oh yeah. How did that make any difference?
I thought it was really bad. It like decreases your HP, so and like I don't know. I find like I'm never gonna go for like more than one saw in a life. So like,
right.
And that's like 15% or something, or 10%. I don't know. So it just becomes kind of ignorable, and like the only thing that I notice is the fact that I have less HP.
How important is the crossbow nerf? Then did you notice it?
Yeah, on mid, like if you're just arrowing the whole time, you just end up with an Uber Desad. Whereas like before, you could basically like push them if you knew that you've been arrowing like well all mid. So like I don't know, it felt like way different. It was like a completely different way of playing. Basically, had to heal more.
Yeah, all right. Mr. Epic, you were trying out a bunch of different unlocks. Some of them, I think, are banned in ETF12 because people in general don't like them. But like you were kind of messing around with a lot of the older unlocks. Like, do you have any opinions on like some unlock that might be worth a try? Or?
Yeah, Beggar's Bazooka.
Why?
It's good. Well, what unlocks are banned?
Hey, what do you think of that weapon we were just talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. From my point of view, of playing like Pocket or Roma with the Mantreads, just doesn't really make any sense. Like, you have the increased mobility in the air, which means if you're in the air and you press A and D, like in the air you actually move left and right, and you can strafe quicker. And I think it also means you take less air blast, but
yeah, you don't take as much knockback.
You just take so much damage from jumping, it's just irrelevant. It's just like, I think you would, if like rocket jumping, if it was fine to play with like non-gunboats, people would just run banners or shotgun the whole time. Because, I don't know, the mantras just don't offer enough, from my opinion. Like,
I agree.
They just don't do anything, they're just worthless.
Would DD5F agree? Like when he goes into his market garden?
Of course he'd agree. You can do the same with gunboats. Like, there's so few jumps that are situationally better with the mantreads. Like, I can't even think of anything that you couldn't do with gunboats you can do with mantreads.
So you don't even think like using it to push last points through tight choke points would work, or do you think it's just like not good enough a trade-off?
I mean, you take a less knockback, but as a soldier, if you're popping on your soldier into a last, it's probably a bad idea. Like, soldiers normally trail in Ubers nowadays. So I don't know.
It's actually glitched at the moment, so you get the increased mobility without running the mantreads. It's a bit hard to compare as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, once you've equipped the mantreads and you go back to gunboats or whatever, you should still have at least like some of the mobility. At least that's how it is for me and a lot of others.
Oh, okay.
It might feel like slightly better when you actually have to like directly contrast them, but at the moment I don't think you can actually directly contrast them because you actually have some, it's slightly glitched, so you have like a better feeling of movement with gunboats still.
But do you really think that movement increase would be worth taking that damage from jumping?
Nah, lad, but like it might feel slightly better.
It would feel worse, yeah.
I don't think I'd even want them if I was pushing last, because I'm not surfing damage, so I still don't take enough. If I just took 100 and didn't
you
move
can't
anymore,
surf, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so that's just a DM tool gone, basically.
Yeah, but it's like you get annoyed if somebody shoots a rocket at your head because you can't surf it. That's just kind of what it'd be like if you had gunboats on all the time. People just
I guess
you,
you don't get donked as much, so like, even pushing Badlands last, there's just no need to have it, I don't know. I can't think of any situation you'd really want to run it, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just close that discussion then. So I want to hear, Alba. You were messing around with the pyro a lot, and one of the things that I thought we didn't see that much of was the jetpack.
Yes.
Is it just not very good, or what's the status of it?
I was supposed to play Pocket Pyro, but my brain is a bit too small to stay close to the medic. So I was caught somewhere in between without the jetpack. So the idea was to run shotgun, so I could still do something if I would find myself in situations where I didn't have enough range or something like that.
Right. How good do you think it is, though? Like, is it actually viable to run it in some situations to boost the mobility, or is it just not?
I think you can't use it as a permanent thing, but you can definitely use it as a gimmick thing. Like, let's say on Gully, if you're on top or something, and just high bomb with the jetpack onto the medic. But even then, you would probably be spotted and killed before you land to do damage. So I don't know.
I think the jetpack's just too clunky to be useful right now.
Yeah.
It's very stiff.
I think you would rather just use the gas, honestly.
I think
Or
with a
even a
couple
shotgun.
small changes, it could be interesting. Like if you could strafe just a bit sooner in the jump, then it might actually do something.
I think if they let you have full control during the jetpack, then it'd be pretty good. But maybe that'd be too OP to make it like Diva in Overwatch, where you can just
I would say that would be. I wouldn't mind to see it have normal air control plus more ammo, or have 4
Yeah,
shots
the
that
ammo's
charge
actually
every 5
really
seconds.
good. The ammo's super bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
What did you say? It's 20 seconds per...
It's 20 seconds per one, but I'd rather see it 5 seconds and have 4 of them. Seems like it'd be funny. I'd rather have something overpowered than underpowered, so you can nerf it later if you have to.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It also takes quite a long time to switch to your weapon from it.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's the other reason why it's just a bit unusable, really.
It's useful to get into places and flank. That's what I was doing on that map.
Yeah,
but in terms of just jumping into the other team, you just die before you can pull out your primary.
I was using it a bunch in pubs, and the only real thing you could use it for was to get behind enemy lines.
Pretty much.
I've also been using it jetpack up to the high ground because I don't know where half the stairs are on the new maps, so that's also quite a good use for it.
Plus one.
Speaking of switch speed, did anyone actually try out the new panic? What's it called? The shotgun that was really bad.
Panic attack.
Yeah, panic attack. Did anyone actually try that one out? Because that one actually seems like it has some potential, because it does a lot of damage when you switch to it, and you switch to it really, really fast, and then the first shot is very powerful. But that seems like something that would actually be worth exploring.
I used it for 4 damage on Gullywash.
Sick.
Impressive.
So you'd
used
say
it in a
it's bad.
pug earlier, and his analysis was, "Wow, this weapon is awful." So.
All right. I guess I was wrong then.
Doesn't it get less accurate as you shoot it more, or is that
Yes.
not?
Yes, it's only first shot.
But what's the perk of actually hitting shots with it then? Does it get more accurate?
No,
More damage,
it's
I
just the
think.
first shot is good.
It's what?
The first shot is good.
Oh.
Oh yeah. How about the gas canister, the one you throw on the ground? I didn't see it used too much, but that's one of the things that could be really good in an organized setting, right?
There was a funny thing when we were pushing Gully last. I threw it on the point, and it went through the point and onto news. It was it news?
Yeah,
it was
me,
under.
I was under.
Yeah, that was really weird. I don't know why I did that, because the cloud stayed on the point, but it still did you?
Oh, yeah, I couldn't see the cloud, but suddenly the demo just had the effect on him from underneath. I swear it was really weird.
But
It just
yeah,
appeared. Just goes through walls sometimes.
it kind of caught me off guard. I was just all of a sudden covered in gas.
I was really
like
confused.
I really like the gas, but I don't think it should charge passively. It seems a bit unfair. You should at least have to do damage for it.
Yeah, I do like that it's not. You don't just get it for free like you do on the other thing. I wish all of the other unlocked did like that, where you had to, if not earn them. Well, you should earn them, but at least it would take a while for you to get them. You can't just go sniper throw Girardi and then switch spawns and just abuse it like that. Right, because that's you could throw Milt, you could throw Girardi, you could throw a whole bunch of stuff theoretically. Whereas if it took a while for it to charge, you couldn't abuse it like that. All right. So, like, what are some other did we miss any unlocks that are worth talking about?
The heavy ones.
Yeah, the Grues and the eviction notice. I think Pappy, you were the one that
Yeah,
was
I
running
tried
it to
it on
process mode, right?
process. Probably should have done it on Gully.
Yeah,
But
I tried a bit on Gully as well with the GRE.
honestly, I think that could be super broken still. Because if you buff your heavy, he's still going to be crit heal. Like, we did it in a pug earlier as well, where we got a heavy to mid full health at like the speed of like the med.
Right.
So I don't know, that weapon still seems broken to me. Obviously you can deny the crit heal and then it's a little worse, so he gets to mid and he has like 300 health and then it's like a non-crit buff, if that makes sense, when you're healing him.
Mm-hmm.
But he's always going to get to mid 300 health. Unless your med literally refuses to heal him, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you just have to tank a bit of the heals on the heavy, like towards the start of the rollout, where he like doesn't have the groove out, and then it's fine. Or grew out, whatever it's called.
Have you guys tried the Ambassador? I saw you use a little bit. Is it just dead? Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, it does like 54 damage. One headshot.
Oh yeah.
And then it like, you have to basically close range headshot people, but you don't want to take close range engagements as spy, really.
Yeah, and there's something weird with the accuracy of it as well.
Oh, apparently
about it.
Someone said it was that after a certain limit it just doesn't headshot, it just body shots. I can't remember, I think someone said that.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah,
1200
it
world
does
units,
18.
I think it was.
Is that what it is? Yeah, okay. So it just stops headshotting after a while, which just kind of makes it, I don't know, irrelevant.
Yeah, pretty much.
You might as well just use the default revolver.
I preferred the original nerf they were gonna do with like just accuracy and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, nobody tried critical. I can't believe we forgot about that. I think we all just assumed it. We all just
That was
forgot
gonna
about
be
it because-
banned.
I thought about it for a little bit, but like the downside to it is pretty harsh.
Yeah, isn't it not that great anymore? I think it's like.
I think
you
it's
basically
only
just
good
get
for the
marked death or
first
something
shot.
like
The first
Yeah,
shot
you
is good, and that's it.
Oh wow.
After the first shot, you're gonna get immediately owned.
What is the downside to it?
After you hit, I think it's like you shoot once, and then you get mini crit or something. You take more damage.
Yeah.
You drink it and then you do mini crits, but then you also do you take mini crits every time you do it, and you don't get the plus 20% movement, which was kind of what made it completely insane.
Yeah,
You
but
don't get that
yeah,
anymore.
but I think before you shoot, the mini crits aren't up yet, so you get
No.
like one free shot, and that's it.
Sounds better than it was.
No.
I don't know, it still sounds kind of broken. You get one free shot with mini crits?
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, I definitely still ban it. Yeah.
No, I think it's the opposite. It's like the first shot isn't a crit, and each attack marks the enemies marks them for death.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't sound.
So
right.
like
Yeah,
then you get mini crits or something, or crits. I don't know.
you get marked
I'll
yourself
check the
as well.
patch notes, guys.
Yeah, I've done that. To be honest.
I'm pretty sure you're wrong on that. I'm pretty sure like they start critting the shots or mini critting.
Yeah,
Let's see.
but they also removed the speed bonus. So
Oh no!
I don't
Each
know.
time you shoot, it adds the marked for death debuff
Yeah.
for 5 seconds. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Wait, so it doesn't do mini crit? It
Well,
just
on
marks
yourself with
people
the
for
enemy.
death.
I
No,
assume it's
it
on
for yourself.
Yeah,
Yourself.
right.
Eh?
When you shoot, you take mini crits for 5 seconds.
what?
That's
Okay.
what happens.
Wait, so do you actually do
awful.
crits?
Yeah, you still do
Yeah.
mini crits.
Well,
You still do
mini
mini crits. You still do mini crits. Yeah.
But you take it for 5 seconds, so it's like whipping an equalizer out for 5 seconds.
Does
Yeah,
it stack?
basically. It does not stack. I think it just puts it back to 5 seconds when you
Yeah,
shoot
just
it the
pushes
second
it back.
time.
That'd be very bad.
Yes, you shoot
think
like
it-
you empty your entire clip and you're just mini crit for 30 seconds.
I think it's still pretty bad anyway. Like, 5
Yeah.
seconds is a really long time. In a team fight, you're just gonna melt. Because essentially, you are the only one that's doing mini crits to their team, so that's 1v6, but they can 6v1 you whilst you're taking mini crits.
It's just
So-
the first shot is good, which is kind of memey. But outside of after the first shot, it's basically like, well, you're
Yeah.
fucked.
And I know a lot of scouts really value their secondary weapon, the pistol or winger, because
I mean,
the winger
and-
has
yeah.
really good movement, and the pistol just has really good damage. So
What's the opinion on the Pretty Boys pocket pistol?
It's
It's-
okay, but it's
it's
not
pretty
good
good.
enough to replace the pistol, to be honest.
yeah, I'm not sure if it's actually better than the default pistol, to be honest.
Even the ability to like regain health
It's
by just doing like long range
used
spam
it a
weapons and
bit.
stuff.
I used it a bit for the first 2 maps, and it was like in clutch situations where I had low health, it wasn't that useful because even if you hit all 9 shots, you don't get that much health back, and that's quite hard to do anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it's all right, and considering it only has 3 less bullets, it's not exactly terrible. But
I would rather use Winger, to be honest,
yeah,
with the movement.
I don't think it was good enough to use over the other ones.
I'm pretty sure every scout in TF2 is 185 the whole game anyway, so you can't heal from there.
That's kind of true, but only kind of. Yeah, all right. Let's get some opinions out there. Like, is there anything that we need to absolutely ban from this update? Like, if we just assume that perhaps there's an ETFL admin watching right now, like, what would be something that's absolutely ban-worthy that we just need to get rid of because it's bad for the game? Is there anything in this update?
Not
Or
really.
like things, is that like assuming it's an open whitelist, or is that based off the previous whitelist?
Based off the previous whitelist.
Okay.
So yeah, Karen, you can start.
I don't know. I guess you don't have to, but I would probably just ban like any sort of gimmick shit. Like I feel like Vitasaur is kind of a gimmick. It just like means like randomly an enemy medic will have like an ad. This feels kind of annoying.
Yeah, but when's a medic going to get 4 swings with a Vitasaur?
No, exactly. But it's like a tiny ad, like, and they'll just. It's just like annoying.
Yeah,
in my
maybe.
opinion.
I think it's pretty bad though.
Yeah, it is bad.
That's more like just disagreeing on what you want to be in the
Yeah.
whitelist, but like
yeah, I guess so.
But what like is there anything like that's like just like
I want to ban the
overpowered?
crossbow. Whoa!
Oh damn, that's a
I
hot
don't like
ass.
the crossbow. Even now, don't like how
I
much
think
it heals.
it needs to be nerfed again. Like
Yeah.
you still heal
It's
way
the
too
amount
much.
of healing.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
The healing was the main like issue with it, and they didn't change that at all. I mean, obviously,
I don't know. That arrow build's pretty
That was
horrifically
finished. That was
broken.
really bad.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I'd rather
the heal that much is also.
I still
I
remember
would
when-
rather have the the arrow building over the current healing.
I'd
That makes
rather.
sense.
No, I think the arrow build's worse. Like
Yeah.
you win mid, you go to their last, and they pop Uber back into us. Like
I still
that's not
remember
cool.
when me and Uber sacked and forced the enemy medic. I think it was against Chuckbusters as well.
Yeah,
We
we
forced
just
the
arrow
enemy
build.
medic. Yeah, and by the time we spawned, they already had another Uber.
Yeah, like that's
This-
worse than the burst healing. I think it's just ridiculous. Why can you build Uber in 20 seconds or 15 seconds or whatever it is? It's
Well, I mean, you can't anymore. But
yeah, exactly. Which I think is good, but yeah, the burst healing's still too much.
Yeah, it's very difficult to actually follow up on damage, right?
Yeah, for sure. Because someone can bomb in and call a load of damage, and then you think, and you go and you do damage, you think the person's lying. You watch the STV back, and they just get arrowed 3 times or something.
Yeah,
So-
I think it's sad that there's no discussion what the medic should use as primary. Like the syringe
shouldn't
guns
use
have
Yeah,
crossbow.
has nowhere near.
What I was looking
Because
forward
what?
to as potential changes, maybe not so much like big nerfs to crossbow, but I would like to see needles get buffed because there's
Yeah,
like
for
not
sure.
any sort of valid reason to run any of them. And it's good because it's like a completely different kind of mechanical skill to almost any other weapon I can think of in the game. Like if the needles were good and all the needle guns got changed like significantly, then it would probably make medic a lot more fun to play.
Make them into lightning guns.
It would actually reward like a unique skill for the medic rather than
Yeah.
just
Yeah, that's true.
because like anyone can play medic right now.
And hit
If you have
arrows.
good
yeah, that's true.
mechanics, yeah.
Yeah,
Still
they're
have
not really
arrows
difficult.
banned.
Although I think the needles would have to be ridiculously good for anyone
Yeah.
to change off arrows. Like, think about how much an arrow heals, even if your needle gun's a scattergun. I'm not sure people.
If they could
change.
heal the amount
Yeah,
that
they
a
could
crossbow heals.
introduce healing mechanics into it.
Well,
Yeah, but
Is
then
Pyro too good?
medic becomes. Is Pyro too good?
Yeah, is Pyro too good?
I don't know.
Do we need to-
Still in funds.
On Brazil, it's too good because you can hide anywhere.
Well, I don't think Brazil's going to be in the
Brazil's
map.
an interesting map.
like, I just kept jumping in the same place, and no one was checking. The exact same place every time. So I don't know.
Yeah, I like getting rolled on 3 maps. This
Yeah, me and Mon ultimate combo. And Crayon actually.
Yeah.
It's my fault.
I don't know how to pick gamers.
I got to win
This is
Brazil
why I
at
don't
least.
add to captain in PUBG.
Yeah, remind me to ban you from PUBG. This is terrible.
Permanent
Can't trust you
captain
to
ban.
But all right, I think that's. Do we have anything else we need to add here that's super important? I think get most of it out of the way, because then I think we just do the raffle and say goodbye.
Raffle?
Sounds good.
Yeah, we did a raffle
Raffle?
with people could guess who would top frag, and as it turns out, there were like 3 people that shared it, got 26 kills. Oh, okay, so we can't do it on stream because it makes the stream crash. That's was that why the stream crashed? I guess it was. That's unfortunate.
Sounds like a rig to me.
Yeah. If nobody received this,
I'll get it, right? I'll get. So I'm gonna get the kit, right?
Yep. No.
All right, sick.
We already had there was like 5 people that guessed the right people, so it's a pretty small raffle, and I think V2 might do it on his stream after this. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. This has been a lot of fun. It was fun to see a lot of unlocks being used in a somewhat competitive setting. I'm not going to say it was like top tier level. It was, at the end of the day, just a glorified double mix. But yeah, thank you guys all for playing. And I hope everyone actually got a pretty good idea of what this new update is supposed to bring and how they can use it. If nothing else, feels inspired on how to just abuse nerds with it. And then other than that, yeah, just go play some TF2. This is the best time ever to do it, because now you know things that they don't, right? And it's just a lot of fun. But yeah, thank you so much, Gemm, for producing. Thank you, Hiipfire and zeFrosty, for casting. Did a great job. Thank you, Botnose and News, for helping me pick teams. I organized this, but I was actually being pretty lazy, as in I was just divvying out these tasks for different people. And Botnose and News helped out a ton. They got players. So thank you so much for that. And then finally, thank you to Whitelist at TF for doing a little sponsor with some raffles so people could earn some stuff. Thank you to Essentials TF for letting us use their stream. I was just going to use it on my stream, but then nobody would have watched it because my stream doesn't get used. And then, of course, go donate to the ESU Rumble LAN fundraiser. Just it all goes into the prize pool, so the winners will take home some more dough and maybe be able to afford a flight home. Otherwise, they'll be stuck in Sweden and their banana pizza. And there's no worse fate. But that's it,
pizza.
guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.